neighborhood. Call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a...
Welcome into 98.5, the Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray, our first 7 to 11 show of the year, and it's on opening day, and the Red Sox want to know this season. Your thoughts, your reaction at 617-779-0985. I love this. Last night we got the Bruins with a big win. We got the Celtics knocking off the defending champions on a 12-game winning streak. You got a great night from Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum with a great second half. And I mentioned the Bees, 40 wins on the season and in control of a playoff spot in the NHL. So you got those two games from last night, and then today you get the Garrett Crochet experiment, who again, 8 strikeouts, 6 innings, was dominant. And then it was the Red Sox that manufactured a run to take the lead, the go-ahead run in today's win. I believe the final result was 3-0 Red Sox. And they're 1-0 to start the season. And we want to hear from you guys at 617-779-0985. I also don't want to forget some of the other things that happened today. There was a big friendly over at Gillette Stadium between France and Brazil. There was 68,000 people on hand today. They had a ton of things going on outside before the event. This thing was a spectacle. And it's going to be dominated by Red Sox opening day, but I at least wanted to mention that it was an amazing event at Gillette Stadium between France, who defeated Brazil, and you saw Mbappe with a goal. It was a big deal for France, and it was a big deal for Gillette as they are awaiting the World Cup. And I think today was somewhat of a walkthrough for some of what it's going to be like in the city, and I can only imagine more people in the area for the World Cup, but just a lot going on tonight. Glad to be here with you until 11 o'clock. Again, you can watch us on YouTube as well. Go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and boom, you'll be able to chat into the show. I'm about to pop in right now. We got our intern Dawson here tonight. Skaz is here as well. We'll get your guys' thoughts on everything. But the Red Sox win, and that's where we lead off tonight with our opening take, which is presented by Super Service Today. The snow is melting fast. Raising groundwater levels and flooding basements is your current sump up to the task. We'll call Super Service today for a basement protection solution. It will keep your home safe and dry, guaranteed, day or night, and always done right. You can contact superservicetoday.com. Well, this was a highly anticipated Red Sox game. They finally figured out their rosters. Maybe there was some question marks here and there about a few guys up and down. Maybe a Nate Eaton, or why isn't Marcelo Meyer starting? Things to that degree. But for the most part, this was exactly what I think the Red Sox will look like this year, but a little bit of a twist. We know what Garrett Crochet is. I already bet Garrett Crochet to win the Cy Young and have the most wins in the American League this year. But when you look at the Red Sox and the way that they're actually constructed, it's supposed to be on pitching and defense. And they certainly got the pitching today. The defense, fine. You know, did Durbin kick a ball and was it beautiful? No. But if this is how they're going to build the team, and without maybe a power bat, they're probably one bat short. Probably. Maybe. Yes, they are. Let's not listen. They didn't score until late in the game when they got into the bullpens. But they probably need another bat. And they might be a little too heavy lefty. And I'm not sure about their corner infield when it comes to the third base. I'm not sure yet. But they won a game today the way we think they'll win games. They had great pitching. And when you get on as a leadoff guy and you can manufacture runs, a bunt. Can you believe that? In 2026, first game of the year, your power hitting catcher, by the way. You bunted him. You moved the runner over. And you give Ceddanne Rafaela a chance, and he came through. And that was the go-ahead run. That's how they manufactured it tonight. Then you go into the bullpen. You get to the ninth and Chapman, and you close the door. And if you can get a couple of insurance runs in there, you do it. That's the way they won today's game. There's a lot of expectations for the Red Sox. Vegas has the minus 175 to go to the playoffs this year. Their over-under win total was 87.5. They won 89 games last year. But the division is tougher. The Yankees do look good. The Yankees have a lot of pressure. Toronto wants to get back there. Baltimore's spending money, right? The Rays are still the Rays, but, that's a tough division no matter how you look at it. But they've really invested in their pitching. And maybe there is a big drop-off after Garrett Crochet. We'll find out. There's an off day tomorrow. We'll find out. But the expectations from Roman Anthony, he had a good day. Some other of the guys in the lineup, Wilyer Abreu, had a hit, right? Ceddanne Rafaela came through with a big RBI. Marcelo Meyer, who didn't start, and we're going to get into that on the other side here, came into the game and made an impact in scoring in both innings. And there's high expectations for him. And I know that they really made him earn the job. And they've already told him right away he's not going to start against lefties this year. But what we saw out of him today, Roman Anthony, the young players, and your star pitcher, Garrett Crochet, and I should throw in Aroldis Chapman, who closed the door as well. This is the blueprint on how the Red Sox are going to be successful this year. They might not score 8 runs a night. They might not. But if they can get the pitching, good defense, and timely hitting, they're going to be successful. They're managed well. You take out Crochet today and put in Slayton, who did have a walk but had 2 strikeouts. You bring in Whitlock, although he gave up a hit, closed the door with 2 strikeouts. And then you go to Chapman, who just gets out of the side there. This is what the Red Sox are going to look like. And you know what? It's hard to be that good. It's hard to play that way, and it's hard to be perfect every night. So did everything go their way today? Yep. Everything went their way today. I don't know if that's going to happen all 162. It's probably why we're right on the cusp of they should be a playoff team. But the way they won tonight, 3-0, good win to start the year, and this is the kind of season I think we'll see all year long. Tight games where you need good pitching and good defense and timely hitting. And I know the Red Sox last year had a 10-game winning streak. It was really important for the team. And everyone got hot. And then the All-Star break happened. And I think things cooled off a bit. And then you lost Roman Anthony later on. So, when you think about last year, Anthony's run, the 10-game winning streak, it got them into the playoffs. They need to be better than that this year, though. They had some things that propelled them into the playoffs. Will Sonny Gray help propel them? Is Ranger Suarez a guy that's going to help propel them? Again, on the other side, I'll get into just maybe a couple of concerns I have. It's one game, everybody. But I got to be at least wondering about a couple of positions there. And third base, I have circled big time because that one definitely stood out to me today. So your thoughts on the Red Sox? 3-0 win today, 1-0 on the season. Great to see it from the Sox as they defeat the Cincinnati Reds today. They'll be off tomorrow. First opening day shutout for the Boston Red Sox since 2015. It's great having a guy that can do that. When you give the ball to Garrett Crochet and he can go 6 innings and only give up 3 hits and not walk many guys and have 8 strikeouts on 80 pitches, I'm almost curious if he won another inning, could he get to 10 strikeouts? No runs. Isn't that exactly what you expect from the ace? Exactly what we all thought this today. I didn't have a doubt in my mind. I pulled up the DraftKings app and I went, what's the strikeouts? What's the Red Sox line today? What's the over-under? Is it 8? I'm going under. Because Garrett Crochet was on the mound. Again, the Red Sox win today is exactly who I thought they were. Have you heard that before, Skaz? They're exactly who I thought they were, and I think we should crown them. At least for one win of 162.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were.
The Red Sox were who we thought they were today. We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. Join us on YouTube as well. I already see you guys in there. Corey, we got NH Irish in there. We got Joe Lewis, big guy, in there as well. Come join us as we're here until 11 o'clock tonight. I'm Joe Murray here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up.
run is in. Meyer scores. Cedon on opening day does what he did so often last year. Comes up with a very meaningful hit, and the Red Sox are on the board 1-0.
I thought that four-seam up was a little show me to set up a curveball, but he goes right back to it. Cedon gets on top of this heater again, using the whole field. This is what we saw a lot of in spring training, staying up the middle, man on third. It's an area where this team desperately needs to improve from last year, and it's a good opportunity here in Game 1.
Red Sox winners today 3-0 on opening day. The third straight opening day win. It's so great, everybody. They are who we thought they were. Good pitching, timely hitting, defensively, strong bullpen. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Red Sox win. They start the year 1-0. How about that one? You know what know what people are trying to start, Skaz, for Cedon Rafaela? CR3. I don't know how I feel about the CR3. Because we on Boston Center, the chat on Nesson, we have been
no.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, there's one CR. It's CR7. There are no other CRs.
So yeah, that would be
Cristiano Ronaldo is CR7.
Ronaldo.
Yes.
CR3.
No.
Oh, that's why it's gone. Oh.
No.
He didn't play today, Ronaldo, though, right?
No.
Did you see Mbappe, though?
Mbappe was there. I saw the entire Celtics team. I believe Mike Zarin was there as well, a big contingent from the Celtics.
You know who was there?
Matt McCarthy.
Mike Sarge Riley.
Well, of course.
Was on the PA today.
It's the voice.
He was sending me updates. He showed me a photo. Dude, 68,000 Scats for a friendly.
That's very friendly.
So McCarthy was there, too.
I believe so.
McCarthy missed opening day for soccer?
I believe that is true.
Is he going for a gig? Come on, that's funny. Well, what's he doing there on opening day?
Shaking hands.
Well, the World Cup is coming.
You know,
they might need a sideline guy. You never know.
You never know.
They might need somebody in the booth. That was my pitch for Matt McCarthy right there for the World Cup that he never asked for, but I've now pitched him for the job. So yeah, it was a great deal, Scaz, from last night to today. I got to tell you. That Bruins win, it was something. And the Celtics win, of course, the SGA moment where Jaylen Brown smiled. I'm surprised I didn't even mention that once last night, but he smiled.
He SGA'd SGA, as they say.
Yep. And then today it was like, it's opening day. And I was in on the soccer stuff early. Because again, dude, big card day.
Oh, of course.
And at Gillette, they had this whole thing where Card Vault was, and you could meet like a bunch of players too. And it was advertised, but like
you got to be in the know.
It was packed. All I can tell you. So I was kind of in, like you said, the Celtic stuff at the game, and then I watched the opening. You know, when they introduce everybody in baseball, and I was locked in, dude. I got the feels of baseball again. And again,
you got all tingly, Joe?
I did, and maybe it is Ness and Joe want to know.
You're feeling like Danny Roach right now.
Yeah, because I've been giving analysis on the Red Sox, as you know.
You've been pro, I would say.
Ness and Joe.
Ness and Joe, yes.
Hey, how about that one, Dawson? Ness and Joe 1-0. How about that for a graphic? Yeah, I think this was exactly what I thought it was, Skaz. I thought Crochet when I was, how many strikeouts is he going to have today? 8, 9, or 10? Literally is what I thought. He had 8. And if he only threw 80 pitches, but if he stayed in, I bet you could have got more. So I thought that, and I thought it'd be a low-scoring game because, the kid Abbott wasn't bad today, considering we all thought it was going to be Green, right, at one point before his injury?
Yeah, it should have been Green, and then you could say Abbott's potentially their third starter.
Yeah, he was good.
He was fine. I mean, but I think that is kind of the problem with this Red Sox team, though, is that they're manufacturing runs in the first game of the season. You're bunting a guy over. And look, it was great. It was well executed. It's a good win. I'm not trying to crap all over it, but The Boston Red Sox, they're not the Colorado Rockies. I don't need them, manufacturing runs in game one, but if that's how you got to get a win, it's I think it's a small margin to win by on a nightly basis. When you're doing that and Garrett Crochet starts, that doesn't have me the most encouraged.
Okay. Can I give you a flip side?
Please.
If they didn't do it, we'd criticize them.
You wasted a Crochet start. And
right?
Kind of did. But
so they can't win. Like, they can't win.
They did.
No, what I'm saying is the court of public opinion. Manufacturing runs isn't encouraging.
Game one, it makes in a Crochet start. That is not my ideal situation. I'm happy they did it. It's a good win, Joe. But I just think that is a look into some of the long-term problems this team could face.
I think this adds on to they are who we thought they were. Didn't we think they would struggle offensively?
The little guy at third might be a problem.
Yeah. The little guy at third?
Him and his little teeth.
I think I feel like we could run with that one. The little guy at third.
Yes.
Except we'll get Tommy Heinsohn saying, the little guy.
The little guy.
He, know what he kind of reminds me of? Okay.
Oh, boy.
You played baseball, right? Like, some guys are athletes, but they don't do it the right way.
Sure.
He doesn't swing fast.
No.
He
doesn't run particularly fast either.
When you're warming up and you're just like, I was a lefty, so when I do it like this, it doesn't look good. But when you're warming up and you drive the knob, right?
Gotta drive the knob, Joe.
Gotta get the barrel of the bat. I drive the knob, barrel of the bat.
Those hands.
Trigger step too, right?
Oh, yeah.
All that. He is kind of like he's warming up. Like when he swings.
I can see why the Brewers said, we're good. Is my early impression of Caleb Durbin.
He just looks like a guy that, you ever do the fence drill where you get really close to the fence and you swing?
That's old school.
It's not fast. Yeah,
that's old school. You're swinging.
I learned that at the ADSL Dorchester League. Jay Parker, coach out there, if he's out there. But yes, we do the fence drills, and that's how you would swing at inside pitches. Well, Caleb Durbin just always looks like he's flailing. Doesn't have a strong swing.
No, not particularly fast, not particularly strong.
And he booted a ball today.
Not great either there. I would say if you're looking for the guy to be out there not to make mistakes, that was less than ideal and not great opening performance for Caleb Durbin.
Well, Garrett Crochet's talking right now. He's happy. He looks happy. Yeah, he was great.
Yes.
I have expectations now. Every time he goes out there, he's going to do that. Oh, do you know what else I noticed? I couldn't. I looked for the bets, but I think with everything that's going on with the pitchers cheating, I looked for first pitch strikes. Do you know they swung it? There was 4 pitches in the first inning. Every one of them was a fastball. I was early on that one. I was like, huh?
What do you think of the Red Sox celebration? You see any
I did not see the celebration. No. Maybe do I have to go to NESN.com to find out?
I would say Tyler Milliken or Jared Carrabis may have it, but it's very erotic, Joe.
I could be wrong. I'm going to text Milliken in a little bit.
Please.
His car may be here.
Well, as long as he's not behind the wheel, his car is in a safer place.
Wait, wasn't it like a big party today? Everybody was going.
Oh, maybe there was a Section 10 party. I don't know.
No, I think Kendra and them had a game on event.
Oh, there you go.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw Kendra out and about with the folks.
I like that. It's a good opening day crew.
Yeah, I don't know if they were there. I mean, the Section 10 boys got to be doing something.
Gotta be.
Why didn't they invite us? Anyways, your thoughts, 617-779-0985. Oh, yes, guys, can we just play okay, so bases loaded, 1 out, Crochet's dealing, he's struggling. And he's got to whiff 2 guys to get out of the side, and this is how it all finished off.
This guy drove in 118 runs last year. He got him, strikes him out with a filthy cutter. What a spot to get Suarez for the second time, and he's fanned 7, 2 gone.
That's just pure execution. After that fastball, kind of outer half, Sinker down and away. He just puts, look at this cutter. I mean, that's perfect. Show the strike, just drops down underneath the barrel, gets the swing and miss. That's a big K, but he's got to finish it off right here.
Bases loaded with 2 down and a full count.
He's coming at him with all fastballs, whether it's four-seamers in, that sinker away. He's got a couple of swing and misses from Steer. Whatever he feels best about as far as throwing a strike here.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Cutter.
A cutter at 90 to fan him, and they leave him loaded as Crochet strikes out Suarez and Steer.
Well, he needed it. Ran the count to 3-2. After all fastballs, four-seamers and sinkers, he comes with a perfectly executed cutter. He gets the big swing and miss, leaves him loaded in the reaction. The big fella loves it.
Oink, oink.
That's Garrett Crochet.
Yep.
Opening day showing you who he is.
Your ace at work.
Oink, oink. I think that's a Rudolph reference. Oink, 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 oink. Remember as the abominable snowman comes over? Oink, oink, oink.
You may have lost me, Joe.
What about you, Dawson? No? You don't remember?
I remember Yukon Cornelius.
Okay, Yukon Cornelius. Okay,
Yes.
stick with me now.
Oh,
Remember the
okay.
big bumble, the abominable snowman?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when Rudolph's nose was getting all
It was
red,
shining.
they needed a distraction. And so the dentist, whatever, I forget his name, Herbie?
Sure.
The guy would go oink, 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 oink to distract the abominable snowman from Rudolph and his friends. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And I'm doing the oinks because they call him the pig, the war pig. Is that what his nickname is? War pig? Okay. It's gone over everybody's head at this point. I might as well go to break.
I'm trying to find these oinks, Joe.
Hey, you want to talk some Red Sox because nobody's talking about it? We can talk about the Bruins and Celtics too if you want to do that.
His name is Hermie, Joe.
Hermie wants to be a dentist. Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a nitwit. You can't fire me. I quit. Seems I don't fit in. All right, let's hit the headline. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub. right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Up. Do you understand now my oinks? The oink? Oink, 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 oink. I don't think I'm ever going to get it out of my head now. I don't think it could. Rudolph's been around my entire life. I never thought a Hermie would follow me like this. But now I blame Crochet for it. All right, your thoughts. You guys want to call in? What's everybody doing? We're here on a Thursday night and everybody's winning and nobody cares. This happened last week, guys. I called out all the Bruins fans for not having any buzz. And then the Hardos woke up and they were like, well, I love the Bruins and I've never missed a game since 1970. So maybe it is the Red Sox are exactly who we thought they were, and it was a meh today. Can I turn Dawson's mic on for a second? Dawson's our intern. We call him Triple D. He's a huge Red Sox fan. When I looked at you earlier, I made a joke and asked you, do you want a cigarette after that win? And you were like, no, I'm fine. So you have zero excitement after this one today?
No, there's excitement, definitely. I mean, Roman Anthony becoming the youngest player since 2004 to have 3 hits on opening day.
Oh, there's a stat.
Marcelo Meyer being ready off the bench when the righty comes in. Double right away, fires the boys up in the dugout. Cedon drives them in. A lot to like. The offense has a lot to be desired, but I mean, if you could, every Crochet day, you can go Crochet, Slayton, Whitlock, Chapman, and you have a 3-0 win. You're going to take that every 5 days. So lots of good things, especially on the pitching side for the Red Sox today.
Are you excited after the win?
Yes. Every opening day is special. It feels more than one of 162. So whenever the Red Sox win on opening day, it's a good day.
So now, but you're not getting, you're staying at a level.
Yeah.
You're not going to get too high or too low. This is exactly who you thought they were.
For day one, absolutely. We'll see what Sonny Gray and Ranger Suarez and Brian Bayo do behind Crochet, but
yeah, that's a good point.
About as well as you can draw it up on the pitching side for the Red Sox today.
All right, Dawson.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of, because Dawson is a diehard Red Sox fan, like you mentioned, like isn't that kind of what the Red Sox front office has done to the fan base though? Like can you get that excited after the opening day win? Because like, what are they going to do with the deadline? What are they going to do in the I know they had a decent offseason, but spring training wasn't great. Whitlock's use in the World Baseball Classic doesn't make me feel great. He lets up a kind of a bloop double today, but he looked okay outside of that. Chapman's age, I think it's Red Sox fans should have expectations for this team, but I think it's more than fair for them to be skeptical of just how excited they should be because of what's happened in the prior seasons and how the team's kind of flamed out and the lack of help they've gotten at deadlines.
I think that's where we're at working a radio show, right? Like we could sometimes people get upset with us because we have to create narratives sometimes to get buzz, right? But to your points, guys, we knew Crochet could do this. We knew they were going to struggle. Well, not struggle, but scoring runs was not at a premium per usual. And you're right. They won today with Crochet, and they manufactured runs. What's it going to look like now with a 36-year-old guy you traded for? What's it going to look like with a guy you gave $160 million to? What's it going to look like when Brian Bayo comes in? Is Connolly early a buzz? Maybe that might be the exciting part is the young players, right? Like Marcelo Meyer, the biggest thing with him is we can't see him. They won't play him against lefties. He's hurt half the time. But when he actually plays, it's like, hey, this guy's pretty good. So that would excite me. But in our heads, he's already been told he's not playing against lefties. So we can't get excited against him against the lefty now, right? It's like, I almost feel like we know right now, don't go both feet in. Because you don't know what's going to happen. There is this, hey, I think they're good and I'm going to watch the games, but I don't want to get attached too much because they might not be serious about, last year I thought they were serious about playing in October. But when you had to dip into the minor leagues and you had bad base running and defense and you lost 3 games on the road, like you lost 2 games on the road, but still, like you didn't have a home playoff game. It's hard to go all in. I think that's what we're realizing right now is this was a good win. This is who we thought they were. They have an ace, no doubt about it. And Roman Anthony had 3 hits? 3? Do you know the last 2 players to have 3 hits as on opening day? Tony Conigliaro, and I believe it was Bobby Doerr.
Yeah, I heard of him.
So today was exactly what I thought it was. You might be right, Skaz. That's the problem with the Buzz. They're at a bar, right? When are they gonna? You know how we talk about raising the bar, Skaz? How do the Red Sox raise that bar?
You win a playoff series.
But like, we just feel this way until they win a playoff series. What if they got a bat? What if they're like, you know what? Let's see what we can just get for Yoshida. Maybe we eat the money and grab some guys that we know are right-handed hitters that can get at bats.
Would you like some real, we have the green goo for the Celtics. I don't know what we're going to call it for the Red Sox, Joe, but some real Roman Anthony Red Sox goo. This from Alex Spear. Roman Anthony is the 14th 21-year-old to reach base 4 times on opening day. 9 of the first 13 are in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, give them to me. How about give me the ones that aren't in the Hall of Fame?
Let's see if I can. I don't know if Spear has the actual
he doesn't have
Hall.
that, so we.
Now we're really.
Yeah, what do we call that when it's red? Pink hat? I don't know. I think we're past the pink hat era. At least the pink hats paid for the tickets and showed up every night. As much as we used to crap on the pink hat era, at least they were there every night filling out the ballpark. They were there. They knew enough. Nowadays, it's Dawson and his friends with college ticket night. I mean, that place should, if they have a nice little, I don't know, 5-0, whatever, 5-1 start, you should be excited to be there next week. But yes, Ness and Joe want to know, baby. What else? What other stats do we got? Roman, oh yeah, the 14th 21-year-old. I just saw that one. What else did we get here earlier? I'm working with Zoe tomorrow, and the Slack channel that I keep getting is their Slack channel, not our Slack channel. So I keep missing what we are doing.
And Tom firing away already.
Tom is just, he's a spitfire with
he's ready. It's a prepared man.
Well, another prepared man's on the line. He's Justin and Lynn. What's up, Justin?
Hey, Joe. I just have some concerns today. And I know it's one game. I'm not going to overreact, but the scoring position is an issue. And back in the second inning, they had the bases loaded, and they did not score. They didn't do a double play. That, to me, is going to be the biggest issue with this team offensively. They were able to manufacture runs late, but I just feel that that's going to be an issue and something to watch all year long. I just want your thoughts, Joe.
Are you excited, Justin?
Yes, I am excited, Joe. But, I hope they prove us all wrong. I am excited about that. Yes.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you, my man. Roman looked like a stud today. Did you see the ball he hit at the first baseman and it hit his palm?
I thought it was going to take his arm off.
So, do you know I had a first baseman's mitt? Do you know I had a pad that I would put there just for those specific reasons?
The safety.
But baller at the playing at the Major League Baseball level, they don't want the pad on the hand. But I know of that pad. That's happened to me 25 years ago. That would happen to me. Fire a ball at first base and hit your palm. And you know what's funny? Gave up on the ball. I would not give up on the ball.
Hi, Joe. Let's see.
I'd barehand that.
Let's see you take the hit first.
I almost said I'd barehand that pitch.
I think that's fine.
I would. And you know what I do? I try to dive. Because I don't want the pitcher getting hurt.
How do you feel about the old Julian Tavares, the roll it to first?
I loved that guy. He was insane.
He was insane.
Now, dude, he was a part of those Cleveland teams with like when Manny and Kenny Lofton and Jim Toby and like
Fausto Carmona over there.
He was. They all were.
CC.
Yes, the maniacs. Manny was like a rookie at one of those years, batting 8th. Anyways, I was just seeing the TV as Nesson has got off the air. It's the show, and Manny Del Carmen's talking baseball on television. We're gonna get him in studio soon.
I love that.
I've talked to him.
Local guy.
Yeah, hi back, kid. I know. Oh, God, imagine the goo. Imagine the Hyde pride that day, Skaz.
Oh, boy.
It's like when you meet somebody else from Raynham.
Oh. So many.
It does happen, though, right?
Yeah,
Don't we meet?
rarely.
We have met people like in the hallway before. Oh, yeah, hey. There's our buddy Jemai up there. He had a good day today. It's our homes. He was telling me, there was a parade today. Did you know that?
I heard a caller, and DeVelger man is very excited about the parade.
Yeah, big parade in Cincinnati today.
Big parade.
And you know what's big out there? Beans.
Oh, they do the Skyline chili, right?
Chili. So why? Well, it's chili. What's so great about chili?
You don't like chili, Joe?
Oh, I love chili. You know what I do? I put sweet potatoes in my chili. You ever do that?
I can't say that I have.
But I mean, like, can you really screw up chili?
I think if you do what they do to it, it's possible.
Yeah, what do they do? What is exactly?
I don't know. It looks like they put like a pound of shredded cheese on it, and like a hot dog or something. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on over there.
All right, guys, I'm going to take this to 55. We're rolling. Going Red Sox. How's Texas doing versus Purdue? I get that one.
30-30 tied.
See, I told you.
3 minutes left in the first half.
Texas, baby. Dan is in Boston. Hi, Dan.
Also, go Longhorns, absolutely.
Yes.
Love the Red Sox talk. Love the opening day win. I just have a concern, or I shouldn't say really concern, maybe a small C concern about them being sort of a front-running team. A lot of youth and a lot of depth, of course, but what happens when, they go through a 4-game losing streak, or what happens when they're down 2 runs in the 5th and maybe Crochet gets knocked out of a game? I just have a concern about them sort of being front runners that play well with the wind in their sails, but, when their back's up against it, I really want to see how they respond in those adverse situations in the middle of the season.
Well, Dan, can I ask you this? I don't care if they're front runners. I don't care. I did this with the Celtics years ago. I don't care if they are. Get into the playoffs and get a home game, will you? I don't care if they're front runners.
That's true. I would agree with that. And, with our rotation being really deep, I 100% agree with that. I just think about, if the bats get cold, or if the pitchers don't come through in the way that we are very optimistic that they will, we going to get sort of the dog days of summer of the Red Sox, or are we going to get, hey, we got this,
No.
Let's keep going?
Okay, this is Ness and Joe talking now. If the Red Sox are good at the All-Star break, there's going to be pressure from everybody to make moves and get a bat. Right? And guys,
hasn't that been the case?
I was just about to say that. Yes, that has been the case. But this year, no, you got to, if you're good, they're going to need another bat.
They already do.
Quite frankly, they might need another third baseman.
The little guy.
The little guy at third. The little guy at third. I mean, he's got little teeth. Not Goodfellas. Sopranos had a little guy.
Well, they had a little guy at nose tackle, too.
Well, that's right. They did, and I loved when Tony reacted to that. That's one of my favorite scenes. Do you ever watch, like, the slow-mo of that? Or, like, a GIF?
Can't say I've watched the slow-mo of it too many times.
Seriously, if
Is AJ the smallest nose tackle in high school history?
In New Jersey high school history.
He has to be.
Yeah.
Imagine you get that matchup, Joe.
Me versus AJ Soprano. I'm going to talk so much smack till he faints before the ball snapped. I'll start talking about, like, no, I won't. I know how to get in his head, though.
Well, you got all the family secrets, Joe.
Well, not even that, though. I'd start talking about the war and, like, never mind. We'll do that another day. Hey, this hour of the sports has been brought to you by our good friends like Luis over at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit knowinganoilchange.com. You'll save 15% off an extra round through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. The Red Sox win. They're 1-0. Your thoughts? And hey, the Bruins and Celtics did well, too. We'll get into that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening.
You know, we do a sports show, and we talk sports. We give analysis. Okay, yeah, no, it's a sports show. It's a sports show about stuff that's around sports.
Yeah, it's sports-ish.
Actually, if someone asked about a bio, I don't even know.
No, leave that up to...
I would just say it's a show that's on at night on a sports station, and anything goes.
Anything goes on the Joe Show.
That's right.
From pigs to Bill Murray.
To the Mafia.
To slow-mo.
So, okay. Yes, I did make reference to Hermie from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Not Herbie.
Not Herbie.
Not the Volkswagen.
Well, it's funny because I thought it was Herbie Hancock was his name, but that's the one that Chris Farley uses when they ask him for his John Hancock. And he goes, "It's not John Hancock, it's Herbie Hancock." And I always laugh because I always think Herbie Hancock is the elf from Rudolph. Anyways, so then people have sent me oinks and clarifying that. And then we just talked about nose guards and how AJ Soprano was a nose guard.
Somehow.
And I made reference to Tony at the game. I don't know who Tony's with, by the way. I'm watching the scene. Like, Tony was by himself as a solo dad at this game.
He's with the other dads.
Now, I don't know who the guy he's with, who he hugged. Because, you know, he wasn't with...
Probably just another dad.
But it wasn't like Paulie.
It wasn't caught up in the moment.
It wasn't Syl. It wasn't Chris. It wasn't, you know... It wasn't anybody. It's just some guy. And he grabs it. "That's my son!" But the reason why I mentioned watching it in slow-mo...
Well, you got some breaking news, Joe.
Yes, I was reminded that the scene actually was in slow-mo.
So you weren't just remembering watching it in slow-mo. The scene itself was in slow-mo.
Yeah. So in my brain, it was slow-mo.
Well, your brain was correct, Joe.
So I have shared that. I add Joey Murr on Twitter so everybody can say it. And then, remember, he points and he's like, and it was like one of those moments.
Yeah, inarticulate Italian noises, I think is what the subtitles say.
Yeah, and then he points at the Irish guys. "That's my kid." What else is going on, Skaz? We got Chris, not Chris Cotillo. I talked to Chris Cotillo today.
Chris Smith.
Yes, so I talked to Chris Cotillo, and I said, "Hey, do you want to come on tonight?"
You think Smitty can tell us about this parade?
Yes, because when I talked to Cotillo, he said, "Hey, you should hit up Smitty because Smitty's there." So I hit up Smitty, and Smitty's going to join us in about 13 minutes. So we'll hear from Christopher Smith on the grounds. Mentioned today in a couple of his notes, Red Sox ace Garrett Crochet, 63 four-seam fastballs during spring training, averaged 95 miles per hour against the Reds today. 30 four-seam fastballs, averaged 96.9. He topped out at 98 today. Game one, and they took him out after 80 pitches. How'd you feel about that?
I mean, I was fine with them taking him out there. You obviously have as fresh a bullpen as you're going to have all season. Game one, Slayton, look good. Whitlock is Whitlock. You hope the World Baseball, thing doesn't, fatigue him in any way or dampen his season. And I thought Chapman looked good. Chapman deciding that he could throw strikes late into his 30s has been, one of the best career developments, not only for him, but for the Red Sox as well. That's what you wanted on opening day. You get your starter to go, 6 innings, and then you go to your fully rested bullpen. I think Slayton, Whitlock, Chapman is. I don't know if that's going to be it on a nightly basis, but I think their bullpen should be a strength. I do worry about Chapman's age and the contingency plan there because I don't think Whitlock is a closer.
I wanted to ask Lou Merloni this yesterday when I talked to him, but what is the succession plan or backup plan if Chapman goes down or isn't the guy?
I mean, having a 40-year-old closer, I think that's more than fair to ask. Who would you go to? Who is the guy?
For me, You know what I would do, Skaz? Honestly, it's probably a little off the wall, not probably not transitional, but I would do two things. I have two options. I'd probably go to either like the standard answer is probably Slayton or Weiser, right? It's probably this is who we're going to use until we figure it out kind of thing. I'd go Oviedo or Tolley.
Isn't it too early to do that to Tolley, though? Like, if he has the stuff to be a starter, aren't you like? Do you want to do that to him?
Who would I rather do it for? Oviedo.
Yeah.
But listen, you can't. Oviedo's a starter. Like, Skaz, I think he's going to be good. He had like 3 good starts in the spring, but his last 2 he didn't earn the job. Like, Connolly early beat out Oviedo. He did. He beat fair and square. He beat him out. And I like that they did that this year, right? They did that. So that would be my probably backup plan is Oviedo, because he's got like 4 different pitches and he throws gas. They're friends.
Yeah, I also think that like Chapman's workload should be monitored much more this year than it was last year. And I'm not saying like don't send him out there in close situations, but only send him out there in close situations.
The only reason why I bring up Tolley, and I hate to use references.
He's got the stuff.
Papelbon is where I'm going with it. Jonathan Papelbon was this big-time prospect, big boy, right? Papelbon was big.
Incredible jackass, but yes.
Wicked, but he was a great starter early on. And his agent was very big on him trying to become a starter. Kurt Schilling was like, this guy needs to be a starter.
You know, make that money.
But Schilling, hey, say what we want about him personally. Did we see a commercial with him, by the way, today?
I feel like, unfortunately, he didn't look very good. I thought it was a 70-year-old man.
We saw that then. Okay.
Dawson had to inform me of who it was. I didn't recognize him.
It flew over my head.
Yeah. Not looking too well. Look like SpongeBob with the subs.
I'm going to find out more about that.
Yeah.
What was I just saying?
Oviedo.
Tolley reminds me of what Papelbon could be. A guy that can give you starts, but if you need to kick him back into the bullpen, he can close because he has multiple pitches. And he's got gas.
He does have gas.
So no ass.
Oh, he has an ass.
Oh, he's got an ass.
Tolley has an ass.
But I want the gas, not the ass.
That's a thick boy.
So that's where I go when it comes to big pitchers. He's a lefty, but Papelbon was that guy. And to tell you the truth, I think Tolley's probably was he a bigger prospect than Papelbon? Because Papelbon
Tolley kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true.
He hadn't thrown a professional pitch last year.
Papelbon was more of probably a prospect. So that's why I use those two guys. Oviedo, at least, he's already had the Tommy John. He could throw gas. Maybe he could be like they're probably going to use him as a long man right now,
which I think is smart.
The only other guy that I could maybe consider, that's like not Weissert or Slayton,
like Giovanni Moran or something like that.
No. I'd probably go. I don't know. Can Sandoval do it? And he's off the Tommy John. Does he even throw hard enough? I actually don't know.
No.
But I remember him like being a pretty decent,
crafty.
Yeah,
for sure. Hittable. He's got hittable stuff. I would say.
So I bet you their backup plan is Slayton or Weissert. But I would think about Oviedo.
What do you think of IKF's debut today?
Did he have a hit?
Didn't feel like it.
No, he didn't.
No.
He had 1 strikeout that was really bad.
Yes. That's what I remember.
So, dude, listen to me. He's just a guy.
Yeah, but why is he starting on opening day?
So, would you want Monasterio instead?
Yeah, or Marcelo Meyer.
They weren't going Meyer.
I know they weren't, but...
No, this is the conversation we have to start having.
Yeah, but it's...
No, the conversation has to be is...
Put your most talented guys on the field.
Are you just not... You're just not going to play Marcelo Meyer against lefties? You're just not gonna.
So he's never gonna learn how to hit him.
This is what I'm trying to say. If you want him to be the number 1 prospect, the highest draft pick you've ever had, is Marcelo Meyer, and you're not going to allow him to bat against lefties, but yet you put Roman Anthony in right away, No problem with lefties, and he actually crushes lefties.
Yeah, and obviously they are different. I do think Meyer is, further away. He's not at the level of Anthony. I mean, no one really is. Roman Anthony is a, once-in-a-generation type prospect, but I do think you're harming Marcelo Meyer by how much emphasis you're putting on this matchup thing. I think they're way too hyper-focused on the matchups. Like, it's opening day. Let the kid start. Like, he should be your opening day starter. And, obviously I think he proved it in the later innings. Good on him for being ready in that situation. It's a tough situation to be a pinch hitter in a one-run game or whatever it was at the time. Like, kudos to him, but I'm a big believer in put your best team on the field. Don't get too cute with it. And I know Cora has kind of this weird obsession with the platoon between, Romy Gonzalez and Rob Refschneider and, I can't even think of some of the other guys that stunk that were here. Christian Vasquez, like guys like that, where fine, like they're okay, they're MLB players, but they don't need to be out there on opening day. So that was my one gripe. I think Marcelo Meyer, it's a small thing, but being out there on opening day means something to these guys, and I thought Marcelo Meyer had done enough to earn that spot.
Agree. He did it last year too. He won it last year, and they sent him down. All right. Smitty on baseball. Christopher Smith, Mass Live. He's going to join us next. Sources on the ground here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on The Sports Hub.
Mass Live. And he is Smitty on baseball in Cincinnati. What's up, Smitty? How you doing, bud?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, was this exactly what you thought it was? Good pitching, good relief pitching, timely hitting, and a 3-0 low-scoring win?
Yeah, I mean, actually, so, they mentioned, like, Alex Cora and Craig Breslow mentioned the importance of, like, hitting with runners in scoring position, 2 outs and or less than 2 outs and runners in scoring position this year, because they might have to win some low-scoring games, right? Like, they don't have the best offense. They don't have a ton of home run power. They built this team around run prevention, pitching. And so we kind of saw that kind of a game today. Like, Craig Breslow said at Ranger Suarez's introductory press conference, he said the identity of the Red Sox is pitching and run prevention. And we saw that today. So, yeah, it was a good day for them. And then, Cedar Rafaela, who's one of those guys that often strikes out with a runner at third and fewer than one outs. He was the one that knocked home the first run. So they did what they intended to do and what they wanted to do better this year in the first game.
I agree with you there, man. So any issues with the lineup today? No Marcelo Meyer. I think he said it himself that he's already been told he's not hitting against lefties today. Is it a weapon to have him late, or is it at some point like he's going to have to be in the lineup every day?
Yeah, I mean, I just think, like, obviously they're going to face the majority. They're going to face right-handers. So he will be in the lineup the majority of the time. I think it was like 35% of the time or 25% of the time last year they faced left-handed pitching. So, he'll be in the lineup the majority of the time. We've seen this with, Wilyer Abreu, Alex Cora, the whole thing with young left-handed hitters. I mean, the only one that he's really ever done it with is Roman Anthony. And Roman Anthony's a special kind of player, obviously. And so, I think we'll see a lot of kind of Flipper and Monasterio at second base on days that they have a left-hander on the mound. Those guys are right-handed. But yeah, I mean, he obviously stayed fresh. He came off the bench today, had 2 huge hits. He had a double to start off the rally that put them ahead 1-0. And then he started off the next rally. And the pinch hit was, big. So, he's just incredibly important this year because, their second base defense was not good last year, -9 defensive runs saved. They need to be better in that. And he is a good defender. And, if he hits, I mean, he really hasn't proven yet that he can hit at the big league level. If he can prove that he can hit and he can hit, I mean, that's a big, that's a big thing for them.
I know the team's built on pitching and defense. They kicked one today. I'll get into our guy Durbin. The little guy at third is what we're calling him now. We'll get into him in a minute. But, when you see the way that the team's constructed with their pitching and defense, I feel like Meyer can help there. I just feel like he's that kind of guy. But the way they won today, like I keep saying it, this is what I thought. This is exactly who I thought they were. We were just referencing a couple of quotes that you had on Twitter regarding Garrett Crochet in spring training with his 4-seam fastballs. Can you just tell us maybe some of the different pitches that he had in spring training compared to the velocity he had in his first game of the year?
Yeah, so often in spring training, he complained about his fastballs. He's like, the pitch that actually goes straight, I can't command, whereas the secondary stuff, that moves, I can control that. And so he was a little disappointed by his fastball throughout spring training. The fastball today, ticked up. Like, he turned the page. I mean, he had a bad spring training. I think it was like 12 earned runs in 14 2/3 innings, 15 hits against him in spring training. And the velocity was down a little bit in spring training, like, 95.6 average on his fastball. And today it was 96.9. So, I mean, and he got up to 98. So the fastball, like, once the regular season begins, he turned on a switch. And I think that he probably knew that was gonna happen. But as he said, he kind of sucked during spring training. But he was able to turn on the switch. The fastball gets up there. He threw some really good cutters today to get out of the jam in the 6th inning. 2 strikeouts on cutters. So yeah, there's nothing to worry about with this guy. He's got it when it's important.
Yeah, I literally felt the same way. He got 8 strikeouts. He got out of that inning, and they pulled him after 80. Any surprises there?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they had a good setup so that, you could put in Slayton, Whitlock, and Chapman. You don't want to push it too much where he had struggled in the 6th inning a little bit, below to the bases. So, yeah, I mean, until that point, he had only given up 1 hit, I believe. So, yeah. Yeah, I liked what Cora did and just taking him out at that point. It's just the first game of the year, and, he had a high-stress 6th inning.
All right, we're talking with Christopher Smith. Smitty on Baseball, everybody. Go follow him on Twitter over at Mass Live. Smitty, Roman Anthony's day, huh? A couple of guys, just him and Marcelo Meyer, a couple of guys, multi-hit games on their opening day.
Yeah, so the old PR person for the Red Sox was tweeting out a bunch of, crazy stats of Roman Anthony today. The youngest guy to lead off a game in Red Sox history with a hit on opening day. He's the first person since Dwight Evans to have 3 hits in a game when you're 21 years or younger on an opener. There was something else where he was matched up with Tony Conigliaro. I mean, there was just a lot of it was a good game, obviously. The 2 of the hits were really hard hit. 112 off the bat and 110 off the bat. This guy's just going to be a stud for them. There's just no way around it. I mean, you look at his on-base percentage last year as a rookie in the 70-something games that he played in was .396. I mean, this guy is seriously going to have, going to be an on-base percentage machine, and I think we're going to see a lot of power that we didn't see in the first half of last year. So, the first, I think it was 34 games that he played last year compared to the last 40. Over the last 40, he had a slugging percentage of 97 points higher. So the slug came as last year went on, and I think what we saw in the World Baseball Classic, hammering the ball, hitting it hard, he could have 25 to 30 home runs with a 400 OPS this year.
He hit that ball off that dude's hand.
I know, huh?
I played first base, a flex, right, from 25 years ago. But I used to wear that pad right there on the wrist that went to, right on your palm right there. Well, I wish he probably thought that today. He's a pro. He doesn't need that. Yeah, he's going to wake up tomorrow hurting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I spoke to somebody next to me. I said, "Oh, he broke that wrist 4 or 5 times with that one." But no, this guy hits the ball so hard. He hits it consistently hard too, 60-something% hard hit percentage last year. You can look at it and see people they hit the ball hard and 117 miles per hour exit velocity and all that, but he consistently hits it hard. I mean, it's consistent with him, which is kind of crazy for that age. So, I think he's the best player on the team, and he's going to be in the MVP conversation throughout the year.
MVP conversation. Roman Anthony says...
21, too. That's pretty crazy, but I think he's that kind of player.
Absolutely. Let's talk about our buddy Durbin over at third base today. Yeah, didn't love it. And again, I don't want to be negative. It's day 1, right? It's game number 1. He's playing third. Is his bat slow? What are you seeing from him at the moment?
I think that he'll be a good defensive third baseman. He was last year for the Brewers. I think he had 5 defensive runs saved, and he was solid out there. I think he'll be fine defensively in terms of hitting. He's a contact hitter. He doesn't strike out much. He puts the ball in play. So sometimes with that comes lesser bat speed. When you accelerate the bat speed, then sometimes there's more swing and miss. So I think he'll be fine. I think he'll actually become, somewhat of a fan favorite. Because he's a small, grindy kind of guy, the Pedroia-esque. I don't think he has the talent of Pedroia, but you know what I mean. And then, somebody that will play hard. And, everybody likes a short guy, right? Why can't I? Exactly. It's that guy's only 5. I think he's only 5'6". That's how much he measured out. So it's it's kind of crazy. Most people that are 5'6" are, working an 8 to 5 job. He's not. So, it's a pretty cool story. But yeah, I think that he'll be fine. I think that he's a good contact hitter. And I think he'll have some power, like the power will play a little bit more at Fenway with him being a right-handed hitter and being able to swing up against the monster and stuff like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about him.
All right. Do the Red Sox win today if there was no ABS?
That's a good question. So that's huge right there because, Roman Anthony challenges a call right there, and it's changed from a strike to a ball. He walks, and then they score 2 runs. And so that just changes the total complexion of the game. I mean, you look at what could have been if he hadn't got that, if they hadn't scored the 2 runs there. You'd have a Roldis Chapman coming in with a 1-0 game in the 9th. And, Chapman had great command last year, very good control, and didn't have many heart attack night things. But, that right off the bat, he'd have to have a 1-0 save and, a clean inning. And so, so I think the ABS system is going to change a lot of things. I mean, I think that they did a good job today with it. Got 2 good calls. Got 2 calls overturned. But I think Roman's just like type, to be perfect for that because he's, he has such a good read on the strike zone. If I was Alex Cora, I'd be like, definitely you can challenge Roman Anthony, but some guys that like a guy that chases Rafaelov, chases out of the zone. I had a chase rate of 42% last year, which is bottom 2 of the league. And it's you don't challenge, but this guy can challenge. And so I think that it was a great challenge, and yeah, it changes the complexion of the game. I mean, it's a 3-0 game instead of a 1-0 game with your closer on the mound, and he could blow it.
All right, Smitty, let's get to the important things here. Jerry McNamara is going to Syracuse. What are your thoughts?
I was very much wanting a not a family member. Not a family member. I wanted them to go outside and get somebody that hadn't been at Syracuse. But I mean, look, he put together 2 great game plans. One in his conference championship against Merrimack. It was a heck of a game plan, and then he put together a really good game plan against Duke to, neutralize Boozer. So I've heard he's a good coach. I haven't watched Siena that much, but I've been told by people that cover that league and stuff that he is a good coach, and he's loading up on some young assistants who are all analytical guys and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll get the job done.
Well, he should have went to BC, but they
did you see?
Luke Murray.
Luke Murray.
Great last name.
I think he's fantastic.
Really? What do you got on him? What's the skinny?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's Bill Murray's son, right?
We just Gaz whispered that in my ear earlier.
Yeah, so Bill Murray will often go to UConn games because of that. But with Luke Murray, he was actually the Syracuse had considered him. He was a candidate. I don't know if he interviewed for Syracuse, but I think they wanted to go with somebody with actual head coaching experience after the thing blew up with picked an assistant last time. But if you're going to pick an assistant on the market, Luke Murray's the best. I mean, he's the one that put together. They call him the mastermind, the offensive mastermind behind UConn's offense. He's been with Dan Hurley for a long time. He was with Dan Hurley, I believe, in Rhode Island too, and just a smart guy that's just offensive driven. They're going to have a good offense. If they put some money together, BC, they'll be pretty good.
All right, a rundown. Do we get a little bit of baseball?
I'm not happy about that because I don't really like BC, but it's a scary hire for me because, I like to go in every year to the Syracuse game at BC and have the Syracuse win, but it might be tough. Luke Murray's a good coach.
Well, shout out to you. You're a reporter, right? You report. That's what you did. You report. You gave your opinion and analysis. So even though there might be biases, sometimes you're unbiased when you're a reporter.
Yes.
So all right, Smitty. So what's next now? They're off tomorrow, the Red Sox, and then it's sunny gray on Saturday?
Yeah, sunny gray on Saturday, and then you got Connolly early on Sunday. So, so they got 2 more here. I get a nice little day off, walk around Cincinnati. And then they head off to Houston, so I'm going on that trip too. So I'll be when they come home. So yeah, it's like 4 of the first 5 teams they play are National League teams, which is kind of crazy, but that's how the schedule is.
Did you go to the parade today?
I didn't actually. I was walking around there a little bit earlier, but there's just a ton of people down there. But yeah, it's like they're the first really, professional baseball team or whatever, and so it's big here. I mean, it's big, and so yeah, I guess it was fun there. I did not go to the parade though.
No, I wanted to know about the bean situation. Like, what's up with that? I don't understand it. Why are there like chili? Sorry, have you had the chili in Cincy?
No, I have not.
What's up with that? Maybe that's something you could do this weekend. I'd like an update if you do get that, because I've heard all about the chili that they have down there, and now I feel like we need a specialist to go down there, Chris.
All right, I can find that out.
All right, man. Well, enjoy your time. Happy opening day to you. It's 1-0, Chris, and we'll catch up soon, man. Throughout the season.
All right, sounds good. Have a good night.
You got it. He's our buddy Smitty on baseball, and he's in Cincinnati, and he's Christopher Smith. And we got to get him on the chili. Bill Murray's son is the coach of Boston College.
Think we can get him on the night show?
Well, I wonder.
What'd you want to talk to Bill Murray about?
Bill Murray. I'm going to say it. I feel like he's kind of. Does he come off as a jerk?
I don't know if I know a ton about him. I feel like he's out a decent. I feel like he's out too much to be a jerk.
Let me give you an example.
I feel like you don't go out that often.
You know how sometimes I'll see Tom Morgan, who I'm working with tomorrow.
Yes, Tom is jerk presenting, I would say.
Tom's not a jerk.
No.
Like, you know him.
He's jerk presenting.
But when he comes up to me, he goes, "Yeah, what are you doing here?"
He's a very dry individual.
Yeah. So like Bill Murray's like that. I sometimes don't know, because he's funny, right? Funny how?
I would say he's funny.
He's not funny like a clown, like he amuses me. He's funny as he's going to mess with you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And Bill Murray's almost like whenever I see him at a game, someone says, "Hey, Bill," and he's always like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to you." But he's like doing it because he's funny. But I don't take it as funny. Because maybe I'm sensitive. I don't know. But if I had him in studio and I was like, "Yeah, man, BC, your kid. Thoughts?" I think we'd try to talk Cubs baseball with him.
We have to talk like Groundhog Day or something.
I'd be like, "Hey, tell us about Alex Bregman in Chicago."
What was Harold Ramis like?
When the Stay Puft Marshmallow scene happened. What made you guys? Was that part of? Was that a sponsorship opportunity?
So you think he's like his character in What About Bob? Is what you're saying?
I loved What About Bob.
Or no, he's not the a-hole in that movie. The a-hole is
Richard
Dreyfuss. That's
who
correct.
I've met before, and I would say, based off reading some recent things, don't think he's doing very well. Nobody. You read anything about people anymore, Skaz, and you don't know how to feel about them.
That's true.
Like Puka Nacua.
Certainly. That's certainly the case there.
Hot take, everybody. I already take this one. If I haven't said it on the air yet, the Rams might get A.J. Brown because of that guy. It's scary. All right, let's hit the break. What are we doing? Hey, we got in or out at the end of the hour. And maybe we'll talk about something that happened last night. Coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Red Sox 3-0 shutout win on opening day in Cincinnati today. Ceddanne Rafaela, the go-ahead. was at the Celtics game. And when they panned in on him, he did the Johnny Manziel money sign, which got my nose going. Is something close? Who did I talk to? I talked to Henry McKenna this week of Fox Sports, who, by the way, went to Colorado, where Christian Gonzalez originally went to college. So I think they know each other. I'm assuming. But he's the one who reported that the Patriots and him had discussions at the Combine. He also said that it's in the Patriots' best interest to get something done sooner than later because the money could go up. Just throwing that out there. The other thing is Drake May is at the Charlotte Hornets game tonight. And they introduced him, and he is throwing footballs into the stands. And now I'm wondering about his shoulders, Skaz. I am looking at the form. His wife, the Bakemas Queen, is handing him footballs. And he's throwing them into the crowd, and now I'm wondering how his shoulder is. He gave it a little warm-up and just perfect spiral. Wow. Man, he throws a good ball. He threw one in the second level, too. How's the shoulder going, Drake? How is the shoulder? I want to know. I mean, if he's throwing footballs at Hawaii and he's throwing footballs in Charlotte in the stands, I think things are okay, right? You'd have to assume, Skaz, because if not, I'm bringing this moment back up. You remember the date. Opening day baseball. March 26th. Drake May hucking balls in the stands in Charlotte. He's smiling. That's pretty cool, huh? Dude, and by the way, he's sitting courtside. Like, courtside's kind of empty. He can get courtside seats at the Celtics, right? Christian Gonzalez also at the France-Brazil game today. Dude, guys, I couldn't believe they sold out. 68,000. Now, it didn't look full on TV, but I think they sold all the tickets.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Those soccer games always do.
And, you know, people are in the booths and stuff like that. And
schmoozing.
It's actually kind of a nice day out. You would have thought people were outside.
Yeah.
No, at 4 o'clock at Gillette today.
It was nice.
With the screen open, would have been really like probably T-shirt weather. Or a polo long sleeve like I'm wearing. What'd you think? I love a good friendly.
I mean, a friendly doesn't really do it for me.
Oh, really?
I mean, no. I like competition, Joe.
Well, there was World Cup competition today. You got
yes.
Sweden and Ukraine.
Just not here. But no, I mean, I'm all for the bigger soccer events we have in the area, the better. I think that's always a good thing. I do think there is an appetite for it here that is unfortunately not met regularly. So anytime we can get that in the area, I think it's a good thing. I think, hopefully just being around those guys rubs off on the Rebs a little bit. There's actually a player for France, Michael Elise, who played under Coach Marco for the Rebs way back in the day. So small connection there, but he can say, hey guys, like I coached this guy and now he starts for France and is one of the, better wingers in the world. So that's something. I don't know exactly, how it translates to the Rebs or anything like that. But yeah, good soccer in the area is good. How will the public transportation be for it? Well, that is to be determined. I did see that they are planning on raising the prices when the World Cup shows up.
Because they just paid all that money for Yes, the Crafts had to pay for security. Or Gillette Stadium had to pay for security.
No, I'm glad the MBTA can skyrocket the prices, all those great improvements they've made to public transportation over the years around here, with their trains lighting on fire and derailing left and right. No, that's encouraging.
The one that always gets me is the person that was
jumped off the bridge
on the orange line.
Said, F this.
Hanging over the Mystic River.
I'd rather be the Mystic.
The river or the green or the orange line? They chose the river.
Give me the river.
And they survived. Everything was fine. They just jumped into the water and started walking home.
Gotta go on with your day, Joe.
I've told you about the Charles. I'm never jumping in that thing.
Even if you're stuck on a train, Joe?
Oh, man.
Everybody's got a price, Joe.
Oof. If we're in Malden or Medford, and I'm stuck on a single rack train where all there is the track and the water, I might be going down.
You give it a little cannonball or something?
But like the Charles, though? Because the Mystic's actually kind of beautiful. You know, when it wraps around Arlington like that and all that over there, it's very nice. Charles, though, oof. Like Skaz, remember where the rowing is and, Starro Drive right there?
Oh, the rowing.
Did you go in there?
Oh, yeah. No. I don't think I'm going in there. No, the rowing, not the only thing that's going on over there.
Well, in or out's next. So there we go. We got our first out before this segment. We'll take a quick break. In or out next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray.
for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is
I'm in.
All right, Joe.
Now,
we'll
how much
stick-
could I take with it, though?
Yeah, probably.
Like, could I
only
have
one
like
bowl.
a glass or a bowl?
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, Joe, sticking with the cereal theme, Cheerios introducing a new limited edition birthday cake flavored Cheerio.
In.
Joe Murray, are we in or out?
In. Give me all the birthday cake. Oh, funfetti. You like funfetti?
I'm in on Funfetti.
Give me a...
What's your ideal birthday cake?
So, for me, it's generally... Well, it's a place called Ron's in Hyde Park.
Ron's.
They make an ice cream cake that I really, really love. Also, just fine with a simple Carvel cake.
Little ice cream?
So I think ice cream cake is well, at least it popped in my brain first. But I like a nice vanilla double layered cake with vanilla cream. Maybe a little gold on the outside. I don't like pure chocolate cakes. Like all chocolate, I need a little bit of variety there. And you like carrot cake.
In on that, yes.
Maybe I'll get a carrot cake for you some night. Easter would be a great day for a carrot cake.
Oh, can't go wrong there. A little bunny on it.
Exactly. I was
Yeah.
going to say.
All right, Joe, we'll stick with the food theme here. Our friends over at Pop-Tarts are dropping new super stuffed varieties that have 50% more filling than the original Pop-Tarts. These will arrive in April, and we'll have molten lava cake, strawberry blast, and cinnamon caramel. Joe Murray, are we in or out on super stuffed Pop-Tarts?
In. We need it. We've needed this for years. I've sometimes thought about injecting extra tart into my pop. Like, imagine just like squeezing some jelly into a Pop Tart.
Isn't that like a toaster strudel, basically?
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
that
it
like
is.
kind of what it was?
Yeah. I one time made a s'more on a Pop Tart.
Like a sandwich, a Pop-Tart sandwich,
I had
basically?
no s'mores, so that's exactly what I did. And you know what? Take it from me. Joe, little old me. Me and Hooch have this thing where it's maybe we're gonna do it on the radio some nights, guys. But I'll give you a little bit of a teaser. We do this thing where you're a fat guy. Making a s'more on a Pop-Tart.
I would say...
you're a fat guy.
I would say, here's your sign, Joe, as they say.
That one made me laugh.
All right, Joe, we'll head to the world of sports for this next one. A biopic on UFC legend Georges St. Pierre is officially in development. The film will trace St. Pierre's journey from Quebec to becoming a two-division champion. Joe Murray, are you in or out on a biopic on UFC legend Georges St. Pierre?
And he was a great champion.
He's like the best, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like, kind of a quiet guy, too. Like, I don't know anything about him.
Honorable is kind of what I think of him.
Like humble. Seems very
humble,
to himself.
nice guy. He does a lot of it. He's actually very available, believe it or not.
Very Canadian.
A very, very Canadian. You know what? I think this would be really good because UFC's so big, and I know sometimes it goes away from the mixed martial arts. I still think that's the key to it all. Like Nate Diaz is fighting again. Did you see that? Great boxer.
Out on that.
But do you consider him like this great mixed he is. But do you consider him like this gifted
I don't
martial
know
artist?
enough about UFC. I know he's one of the toughest guys ever, but he could have like a 500 record in the UFC for all I know.
Well, he definitely has made a lot of money.
Yes.
Him and his brother. But as far as like mixed martial arts, I would consider St. Pierre right up there. That's why I think John Jones is so great because he has the mixed martial arts, but he's so strong and dominating, right? UFC is a great sport that will thrive because it continues to put out talent. It's just that how many times are they great? George St. Pierre was great. There's probably other guys that like I always loved Stipe Miocic. But I'll never forget when he just held Francis Ngannou for 4 or 5 rounds, whatever it was. Just held him, but he won. But it was the most boring fight I ever saw. But it's because Ngannou is just this stand-up fighter, power, you know? Where Stipe's just like, I'm going to hold you and you're going to do nothing.
Gonna wrestle.
It's not interesting.
That's wrestling.
It was not wrestling. I get something for you on wrestling later on.
Oh, boy.
But it's not fun, right? To hold the stage. But it won. So George St. Pierre, he had like a craft. Anyways, I'm gushing about GSP right now.
All right, Joe. We'll head to the world of literature for this next one. The famous Bob Woodward, the Washington Post, Woodward and Bernstein. Bob Woodward's next book will be an inside account of how the best-selling author and award-winning journalist came to write so many inside accounts. Joe Murray, are you in or out on an inside look at Bob Woodward's career?
And that'd be kind of interesting. I told you I watched the David Chase one, and I was floored. But I also loved The Sopranos, so maybe it was a little different. But I was kind of floored by the inside look of all that stuff. So I'm in. You know, guys, I'm sure if you put a lot of things just in front of me, I'm probably going to watch it.
You're probably in.
There are things, though. Like the other night, I watched the Eddie Murphy documentary, and I love Eddie Murphy. And granted, I worked 2 card shows, and I was really tired. I made it 5 minutes in. I really wanted to watch that Eddie Murphy documentary. The Duke game the other night, they won. They won and covered. Guess what? Game started, tip-off. I fell asleep. I woke up, and Shire's talking about the win. And all I know is I won the bet.
That's all that matters.
So sometimes, you're right. I wish I watched a little of the game, but I woke up to a win.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think this is, if you're into history at all, I think you're into this. I mean, All the President's Men, great movie. I mean, it is. It's based on him and Bernstein there. So, yeah, I'm a big in on that one. All right, Joe, let's get back to the more pressing issues, the more important stuff, more food, Joe. These new items at Petco Park this season. Joe Murray, are you in or out on a s'mores braided pretzel?
Ooh. Oh, I don't know, actually. All right, I'm not out. I'm in. I'm not out. But all right, pretzel, right? Let's take it. Pretzel. Is this in Slack?
There's only a picture of one of the items.
I want to imagine it.
Please.
Okay. Pretzel, right? And then a s'more. So it's like a graham cracker with marshmallow and like a Hershey chocolate?
Oh, so apparently, Joe, these are soft braided pretzels topped with chocolate, graham cracker crumble, and marshmallow whipped cream. They are s'mores pretzel sticks.
Yes.
It's like dipped almost.
Yes, dipped
yes.
in. Oh, my God, that's an amazing invention.
So Petco Park also introducing a buffalo and blue cheese braided pretzel. In on that.
Blue cheese on a pretzel?
Buffalo blue cheese braided pretzel.
In. Oh, that sounds good. Did I just get excited?
I think so.
Think about that. A pretzel dipped in hot sauce with blue cheese. In. Wait, where is this?
Petco Park, San Diego.
This is. I might go try this myself. You ever see the guy? His name's Jordan. He finds something on the internet and just flies there.
It just goes.
It goes and like he'll try it, but whenever he tries it, he always takes his glasses off and throws them.
What's that guy's name? Move. I don't know. That isn't across my radar.
I'm gonna Google food guy who throws his glasses. Here we go. Ready? What do you think AI says? Come on, man. Give me his name. This is the guy here. Come on, give me the guy's name. It's Jordan something. And you never watched that guy?
I have never seen him, Joe. He like come across my desk.
He like one time was like in California, right? And he sees that in Japan there's this like, there was this like great dish.
So he had to go.
Just flies to Japan and goes, all right, I found it. And he always takes his glass off and throws them. Who is that man? His name is Jordan, I think. Could be completely wrong about his name, though. Anything else?
All right, Joe. We have our friend Greeny coming up shortly, so we'll end with this one. This breaking from ESPN.
Jordan Howlett. Jordan the Stallion is his name.
I'm glad we found that out. Everybody look up the Stallion.
The last
now.
one that he had was a nice little croissant cake. A cake of croissants.
Sounds delicious.
Like a bottom. You know how it's like layered? I don't know. Can anybody see this? And then he drove to the place. He found the place and just drove right to it. You should hear him. You want to hear him? I don't know if this is
dual audio here, Joe.
Cinnamon roll cake.
It also smells delicious. They also
This is what your algorithm is. It's just men eating and describing the smells and looks of food.
Yes.
You want one more?
Yeah.
All right, Joe. We'll end with this one. This from ESPN PR early this morning, I believe. ESPN and the World Series of Poker have reached a multi-year deal to bring the main event back to ESPN this summer. Joe Murray, are you in or out on the World Series of Poker returning to ESPN?
I used to work for Bernard Lee, who went to the final table, wrote a book about it. Local guy, good guy. We worked together at 1510 The Zone. Do you know who his intern was at the time?
Oh, 1510 The Zone.
Steve Buchanan.
Oh.
Of DraftKings.
Baseball guy.
So we, I can't believe I didn't call him.
Yeah, we should get him on.
And he lives around the corner from me.
Well, he's usually meets you on site.
Well, that's right. He's Sylvan Street Grill, but now he's Mr. AEW. Can you believe that now? Dude is literally working for, he works for DraftKings, but he's at AEW. Anyways, we got to hit the headline and break, and then we got Greeny coming on. Oh, yeah. Did you see the green goo gif? That
a lot of goo in the chat last night. I put my phone down.
The goo was...
it was going.
Was going. Instead of what's going? Ooh, that could be in the next podcast. What's going? Maybe we should change the name of the chat.
Instead of good in you, it's gooing you.
Gooing you. Gooing you.
Gooing you.
All right. Well, we have to hit... We missed the headline. That's my fault. We'll headline, we'll come back, we'll break, and we'll talk to Greeny, Barstool Greeny, next on the Sports Hub.
From the Town Fair Tire Studio, this is...
strong finger all up and go.
This is...
Two-hand slam.
Home of the 18-time world champion Boston
All the way
Celtics.
three, Eddie hit.
WBZ-FM and HD Boston 98.5. The Sports Hub. Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Red Sox 3-0 shutout win today. Garrett Crochet, 8 strikeouts, 6 innings. Ceddanne Raphael, the go-ahead RBI in this one.
Sports Hub.
Jalen, elbow, pump fake, draws the contact, shot is good, scored on the foul, and SGA just got SGA'd by JB.
You trick me, I trick you.
Sports Hub, I'm Joe Murray. We've been talking so much Sox, we got to talk about this Celtics win last night. And who better to talk about some green than Barstool Greenie himself, Dan Greenberg of Barstool Sports. Joining us here on 98.5, the Sports Hub. Greenie, how you doing tonight, bud?
Oh, Joe, life is great, isn't it? Isn't it just grand? It's just the best.
I got to tell you, I've worked in radio for 20 years and 15 years here at the Sports Hub, and you know, having the Bruins win and the Celtics win and now the Red Sox win today. There was even a soccer match at Gillette with France. Like, things are pretty good right now in the area. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, I hope you're knocking on wood. Hopefully the other shoe isn't about to drop in some fashion. But I can't argue with that. I mean, yesterday was the pinnacle, and I think for the Celtics standpoint, it was almost a glimpse of what could potentially be in their future if they play, to their ceiling. And I think that's what makes everybody feel so great about it.
Well, they snapped a winning streak of 12 games. It was the defending champion. It's the team that beat them a week ago. And, I think you saw the best second half from Jason Tatum since his return. And it feels like when it comes to fourth quarters, it was a little bit more controlled last night. Just your thoughts on Tatum, the loss against Minnesota, their bounce back, and just how they kind of handled things in the fourth quarter and second half yesterday.
Yeah, I think when you think of this team, it's very important you remember, they're going to troll you. They're going to have games like that Minnesota loss that just make you scratch your head of like, what? This is not the team that we've been watching all year. But the other half of that is they're going to immediately, almost always make it up to you and immediately bounce back. Very rarely do they lose two in a row. Very rarely do they lay two stinkers in a row. And I think, it was a situation last night where with OKC fully healthy, everyone's sort of, the narrative is nobody's going to be able to beat them. I think I saw this was the first time in the Missoula era he was ever an underdog at home. Ever an underdog at home, which obviously, they took personal given how they played. And I think, like I said, you saw a team that hit their ceiling at moments, and when they do that, they're the best team in basketball. And I think the fact that that's a reality and Tatum is this early in his return is pretty encouraging, even because we're not even close to the best version of Jason Tatum. But the version we have now is making an extreme impact.
Absolutely. And, I wanted to mention Jaylen Brown. You just heard in that highlight there. It was pretty good to see him smile after the SGA got SGA'd moment. I'm glad that he smiled, right? Like, I don't know. It's just something that changed. It was like a signature moment for the season for me is seeing that one, and then him after the game being happy about it. I don't know. For me, it felt like a signature moment that, to your point, maybe this is what they really can look like.
Yeah, and I think in that moment, I think it was very funny. Everyone acknowledged, like, he got SGA with his own move, and I think immediately everyone acknowledged it, and that's a lighthearted moment. But I think what it also tells you is they're going to be able to adapt to play OKC style, right? Like, they forced them to go into lineups that they didn't want to play. When they did have to execute, it was a great combination of Tatum in the pick and roll, but then Jaylen Brown driving, getting into the paint, being physical, getting to the free throw line. That's all how OKC wants to play. So it's almost like you didn't even play your best and you beat them at their own game. And it was just across the board, positive signs everywhere.
So what do you think's going on right now with Sam Hauser? Is it like generally, Greenie, when it's easy for us to say they just had bad shooting nights, right? Or they did go cold last year. Like they really did, but people don't want to hear it. Oh, they shoot too many threes, right? I do think that the team is adjusting to Tatum's return, but at the same time, I think they're struggling when it comes to shooting. What do you make of Sam Hauser's struggles?
I don't really worry too much about it. It's frustrating in the moment when he's missing wide open corner threes, obviously, especially in big games like this, but you have to remember he's a lifetime 40% shooter. So I think if it comes down to, do you have to be more sort of ready to adjust in your rotations on any given night? I think that may be the case, but the good news is Missoula has shown the ability to read the game effectively, push the right buttons. Shireman's been a revelation off the bench. Ugo's been a revelation. But I think at the end of the day, you don't need to worry about a guy who has never shot under 40% in any season in his basketball life. He'll be there when he matters. I just hope he doesn't have any sort of back issue or injury issue that's limiting him. But he's gone through dry spells before, and then he shoots, 53% on high volume for a month, and it's fine.
Do you think Baylor Shireman should go into the starting five and Hauser off the bench?
No, because I do think I like the energy that Shireman brings. I also like the spacing and the gravity that Hauser gives the starting lineup, especially with Tatum starting to get back. While Baylor's shooting the ball well, I don't think opposing coaches will defend him in terms of as an off-ball shooter that they do Hauser. And I want as wide open driving lanes as possible when Tatum and Brown are on the court. So for now, I say no. And even if they were going to sub it out, I would almost go for a guy like Jordan Walsh, who doesn't really need the ball to impact it. That you can always bring shooting off the bench, but if you're just looking for versatility, high energy, defense, that's who I would maybe swap it with if you're going to go that route.
Talking to Barstool Greeny, Dan Greenberg, talking some green here. Looking ahead, I talked to Grandy the other day, and he thinks it might not be a bad move for the Celtics to maybe fall into the fourth spot. How do you think they should handle the rest of the way here with time off and back-to-backs, et cetera?
I mean, I love Grandy, but I disagree with that. Just because there's only been two teams in NBA history to win a title that were lower than a 3 seed. So I would rather not tempt, NBA history in that regard. But I think they have to be smart. Obviously Tatum isn't going to play back-to-backs. I can't imagine anyone's going to play in the finale. But I also think depending on what New York does, like they just lost tonight, so maybe that allows you to rest one of these guys on this upcoming back-to-back because now you have an additional loss in the standings to play with. So I think it's going to be a combination of how are they playing, how are they doing in their standing watch, and then, what's the overall health? Like, I don't know if you saw the injury report, but I see calf tightness for Jaylen Brown. I'm ready to shut him down for 2 weeks, just because it's that time of year. But I think they'll be smart about it, and hopefully they play well so guys can get early rest. But, I wouldn't expect anything drastic. There's only 9 or 10 games left.
I probably should have asked you about this, but when Jaylen Brown basically cussed out the officiating, his numbers and his free throw attempts have gone up. Does this also kind of validate now that he is risen up the ranks of superstar stardom, getting these calls? And the one thing I love about it, he's making the free throws.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a little bit of an overcorrection, so I don't know if it's an admission that he's now worthy of these superstar calls as much as it is the NBA saying, okay, you know what, maybe you had a point. We're going to, officiate you a little bit more on the level of the contact you're receiving. But I'm with you. The biggest improvement of all his leaps this season may be his free throw shooting. I think he's over like 93% in the month of March, up to 80% on the season. And if you think that like he's going to get to the line 8 to 10 times a game and make them at that sort of clip, especially in the fourth quarter recently, it's such a welcome addition to his game and sort of like his last infinity stone of, he would go to the line and you didn't know what to expect. Now, I don't even expect him to hit the rim because he's been so good and the sample is so large of improved production that it's really what helps him take that next leap into that first, second team All-NBA player.
All right, well, I got my eyes on the NCAA tournament. 77 all, Purdue, Texas right now. 11 seconds left, so I know. Hey, who's the new coach at Arizona State, by the way? Who's that going to be?
Yeah, they plugged the guy from St. Mary's out of Moraga.
Oh, yes.
The 63-year-old, yeah.
He's great. And BC.
Okay, great. I'm on board then.
Oh, no, and don't get me wrong, St. Mary's might have disappointed a little bit in the turn, but they great team. Yeah, I think that, and plus that conference is kind of breaking up now with Gonzaga leaving, so I think it's huge for them. I don't know where Hurley ends up, but Boston College hired a guy today named Luke Murray, and
he's like the mastermind behind UConn's success.
Exactly.
So.
And he's also Bill Murray's son.
Oh, well, I'm sure Tim's happy. You know, McCone's probably loving it.
I'll be on with McCone with Zoe tomorrow. It's going to be it's me and McCone with Zoe. Imagine that show from 10 to 2 tomorrow. I guess we whenever we get excited, Greeny, we call it green goo. We have a text chain, myself, Skaz, Jake, who works with us, and Street Team Joe. And Street Team Joe is a hater of Baylor Shireman, and now he's turned the corner on it. But another guy that was listed in top rookies, I saw you post this earlier, but Hugo Gonzalez ranked 8th when it comes to rookies. He wasn't ranked in the month of January. But Brad Stevens, just think about what he's done with the draft, but also like this Nemus Queta with like no Cornette, no Horvath. Like I just look at Brad Stevens' job and I'm like, why would he ever leave here?
I don't know. And if we want to talk green goo, we can talk about Hugo Gonzalez.
Let's go. Let's go.
It is just, you know, it's just a testament to their scouting, their player development. This is a guy who didn't play 1 second of G League basketball, and right away he proved that games of this magnitude are not too big for him. It's literally unbelievable. Of all the successes that they've had, that a 28th pick that nobody knew who he was comes in, isn't only in the rotation, but is a valuable contributor to the roster. The one thing we always said is, like, Brad needs to start hitting on these picks. He's hit on every single pick he's made now that we actually get to see them play. And I would say he's unquestionably the best rookie that this team has had since Jason Tatum. Easily. Almost a decade worth of rookies since that draft. Hugo is easily the most playable right away and the most, playoff ready as a 20-year-old. It's just, we haven't seen it since Jason Tatum.
Is there a comp for him that's currently in the league?
It's interesting. You hear a lot of like Alex Caruso types of, this super role player, super, defensive two-way type guy. I don't even know because he's a little bit bigger. I feel like he's got a little bit of a better handle. So maybe like a super Alex Caruso, maybe one that has a little bit more polished offensive game. I'm very interested to see what his year 2 and 3 looks like as he gets, more comfortable with the basketball. They don't really give him the ball and ask him to do too much. So I want to see how his playmaking develops. But, I mean, at worst, he's a legitimate starting caliber player in the NBA, and we know that in his rookie season. It's a blessing.
He's very intriguing because I don't know if he really knows what's going on. He's just kind of running around like a chicken with his head cut off and just making plays, right? So I feel like once he actually kind of figures it out, it could be very special. So just looking at the rest of the league, man, what do you think of expansion? Vegas, Seattle. Do you think it's good for the league?
I do. I mean, I think, obviously there's tons of talent in it. I don't love it from the fact that we're probably going to lose a young prospect that we don't want to give up in an expansion draft. But, I'm not someone who thinks that, there's not enough teams. Everyone will just lose 20 games. Like, no, there's teams that will always tank, but the league is ready for it. Think of a world where Peyton Pritchard couldn't even get off the bench 2 years ago. There's other guys around the league that are in a similar spot and just need the opportunity to play and develop and earn those minutes. So I'm for it. I've always thought that Seattle has deserved a team ever since it was ripped from their hands, almost 20 years ago. So, it's going to stink to lose somebody, but I'm happy if it ends up happening.
I just saw the Knicks loss to Charlotte tonight. So
yeah, finally played a real team after 2 weeks, and there you go. So
Con Knipple or Cooper Flagg, who's going to win the Rookie of the Year?
I don't know. Con's been so good. I think with the rise of Charlotte, I think he might be. I mean, he had 26, 11, and 8 today, and if they're going to be a top 6 seed, that wouldn't surprise me. But long term, I think Cooper Flagg is. I mean, he's baby Jason Tatum. He's the ideal archetype of player you want to build your team and franchise around. So he may not win Rookie of the Year, but he'll probably end up being the better player.
Greeny, I got one more for you. I'm sure you can. I got two for you.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you about Brad Stevens' coaching tree, but I'll bookmark that for a second. If there with expansion coming, right? Who are the players that I guess would be unprotected that could be available for expansion?
I mean, well, you can only, unless they change it, you can only protect 8. So you're looking at like the Ron Harper Juniors. They're going to have to make a decision between, Baylor or someone like Jordan Walsh. Because you've got to think someone like Vucevic is a little bit older. Everybody in your top 7 or 8 in the rotation will be protected. So it's really like those end of bench 14th, 15th guy that you maybe would want to invest in long term. You can't keep them all. And both, like, if we're deciding between, Baylor Shireman and Jordan Walsh in 2 years, what do? Because Baylor might be the better player, but he'll be like 29 years old, and Walsh will be 24. So it's going to be a delicate act, but I can't see them not protecting any of the top 8 or 9 or top 8 guys.
But this is a chance for the rest of the league if they like a guy, but he's like for example, can a max contract guy become available?
If they're not protected, so the team will pick 8. A team can only lose 1 player, and then whoever's not protected is eligible to be drafted. So you don't have to protect a max guy. Let's say you want that contract off your books. Maybe you leave him unprotected and roll the dice in replacing him. But I can't see that being a case. It would mostly be the fringe guys that we found and developed and wish you could keep will probably be snagged, play 30 minutes a game, and have great careers.
Okay. We'll keep our eyes on that one as time goes on here. Just one last thing. Brad Stevens' coaching tree. I know that Damon Stoudemire was let go this year, and I think Micah Shrewsbury, is he still around with Notre Dame? But besides those guys, the others have done really well. I mean, I think Kara Lawson's done pretty good, or Duke right now, right? Look at Charles Griffin up in Charles up in Charlotte right now.
Charles Lee, yep. And
Charles
then
Lee.
Butler just hired the point guard that was under Brad. I don't know if you want to count that as a coaching tree, but
Will Hardy, right? I'm trying to think of some of the others, but is that maybe the way the league now goes? Is maybe like a Brad Stevens coaching tree instead of some of these other guys, or Pat Riley?
Yeah, I think what's interesting about Brad is like you can't replicate his basketball brain, but I think he's identified certain things and certain characteristics that are replicable, right? Like he always talks about the people that they look for, the things that they, look for in prospects, how you are as a person, how you are as a player, are you versatile? There's things from his brain that other teams and other coaches can use. And I think the same is going to be true with Missoula, right? Like Charles Lee had that year under Missoula, and he basically has the Hornets playing like, the Timu Celtics, and they've been the hottest team in the league. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's more of a Missoula influence, but ultimately Missoula is a product of Brad's brain. So I guess it all kind of does filter up.
All right. Big win yesterday. I'm very excited about the Celtics. And, Purdue just won 79-77. So in case you were wondering and at the edge of your seat on that one. All right, Greeny. Well, the rest of the way here is going to be basically what seeding is. So when things get squared up, we'll have you back on. I appreciate you joining us on Nesson, too. Everybody loved you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anytime.
People were like, whoa, that's what Greeny really looks like? So it all...
it's a mystery. You got to keep them on their toes.
Well, I liked it. Everybody else did, too. So we appreciate you, man. He's Barstool Greeny. Dan Greenberg, appreciate you, man. We'll catch up soon.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
You got it. He's Greeny, everybody, and he's greening goo. What's going? Was that what we came up with? What's going? All right. All right, let's break, guys. We get the headlines right now.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports. We might have to push musings back to 10 o'clock because we might have to do an edition of Suspect or Smelly. Because there's one that we might have to really dig into. I don't think we can let that one slide. All right, let's knock out a couple calls here. We got Mike. He's in Braintree. Hey, Mike.
What's up, big dog?
Yo.
How we doing?
I'm hanging in there, bro.
Excellent. I was just checking in to see if you're going to be at the card show this weekend in Quincy.
It's the Northeast Card Show is in Quincy. It's at the big Marriott there, right off Route 3. I won't be vending, but I might stop by on Saturday. But it is one of the biggest shows of the year. I know Sarge is one of the PA guys, Mike Riley. He'll be there. I think they're doing a ton of signings. I think Manny Del Carmo's doing a signing from the former Red Sox. So, but I will probably stop by, but I'm not vending this weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a really nice Cooper Flag package that I was looking to maybe to send your way.
A package?
Well, it was a bunch of cards.
Well, listen, I'll be there. Do you know the guy? Are you a vendor or are you just a fan?
No, just a regular guy.
Well, hey, listen, Cooper Flag, his cards are going very well these days.
Yeah, they're really selling nice.
Yeah, man, you got to send it out to PSA and they'll be worth way more money.
I was thinking about it, but, I think it's just probably easier just to unload them and get them while I can.
All right, well, you might see me. I'll be there on Saturday.
All right, baby, I'll see you there.
Later, Mike. COD show this weekend. Or every weekend now.
Yeah, Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Got to be a hot seller.
He is. Where's Cooper Flag from? Maine. Hey, Nick's on the line. Hey, Nick.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I'm all right.
I'm calling from Maine. I just want to see 3 for 4 Roman Anthony. I mean, after this game, opening day, I'm just curious on what your thoughts are on young Boston Stars.
I mean, he hit 3
singles. I'm looking around every team. What was that?
He hit 3 singles.
3 singles, yeah, but like young stars in the league. You got Roman Anthony, you got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. You got Geeky and the Bruins. Like, what team competes with young stars in New England? I'm curious. It's a tough one. I just thought about tonight.
Anybody got anything?
What was the question?
Who competes with all the young talent in Boston? Roman, Tatum,
Drake May.
Who
competes with them?
What other market competes, I guess is what he's trying to say.
I mean, Caleb Williams.
Chicago's? No.
Bazelis, a hell of a player.
Well, they have Bedard and Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Mateus Bazelis is a good player. He's from
good.
Chicago, too.
He's good. You're right.
I'm just thinking.
It's not as good, but okay.
No, I mean, I don't really understand the point.
We're going to have to think about this.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, well, let's have a little fun here. Street Team Joe is on the line. Hello, Street Team Joe.
How we doing, Mr. Murray?
I wanted to introduce you to Beer Joe, who is... Oh, I hung up on Joe. We'll get Street Team Joe back on. Have him call back. But Beer Joe is on the line. Hi, Beer Joe.
Hey, Joe. How's it going?
I'm good, man. How you doing tonight?
Good. Hey, guys, congratulations on the Bachelor's party, man. It sounded lit.
Thank you, Beer Joe. I appreciate that. You would have fit right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, have you ever been to New Orleans before?
Nope.
All right. Well,
what is the furthest Beer Joe has traveled?
Yeah, where's the furthest you've traveled, Beer Joe?
Yeah, Nashville. I hit Nashville. That was eye-opening.
Oh, what'd you see?
Yeah, man, the South is different down south. There's no rules. It's the Wild West down there. Anything can happen.
So Street Team Joe's on the line, too. Hi, Joe.
What's going on, Joe? What's going on, Beer Joe? How are you doing?
What's up, Joe? What's going on?
Dude, I heard you were calling in, and I'm like, oh, I'm calling in right now, too. You can't miss radio.
Yeah, man. This is what. Hey, I'm happy for you, bro. Congratulations. You're on the payroll, dude. You're moving up in the world.
Hey, Joe, did you reach out to any casinos yet to inquire if Beer Joe can be a bucket dealer?
Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to call tomorrow with one in Rhode Island if he's interested.
Yeah, I've been banned from everything down there. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Joe, why were you banned?
I established a card counting operation. I had me and 3 other actuarial mathematics majors from me and Streaking Joe's school.
So you had you hired card counters?
Oh no, it was all kids from the school. We put our brains together.
Did you
try to make something happen, man? But
did you win money?
No.
So,
we found out
failed.
School's more important. Yeah, it didn't work out, man. But I'm open to whatever.
Well, have you ever seen the movie 21?
Oh yes, many times.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because they had an operation in that movie. So what else is up, man? I was in Medford over the weekend.
Yeah. Hey. No, I just want to tell Skaz I'm happy for him, and yeah, I wish I was there. It sounded like a great time.
I think Beer Joe would have fit right in with the guys down there.
Skaz, you and Joe complement each other really well, and you guys make the show amazing every night, and it's like Batman and Robin Hood. You know, you don't talk too much, but if you don't talk, you chime in at the perfect time. You know exactly what you're doing. I love it.
Zingers is what I call them.
Yeah,
he's got good zingers.
Yeah,
you just got to pick your spots, you know.
So, Joe, what kind of beer do you drink?
Natty Light.
Oh yeah. I used to love Natty Lights growing up, dude. Have you ever had the Natty Ice?
Oh yeah, Natty Ice is far.
Who are you with?
Yeah, that's what I got right now.
In the background there.
Who are you with, Joe?
Me?
Yeah. No, the other Joe.
Oh, my dad. My dad and I are.
Oh, your dad loves the Natty Ice. Oh, that was your dad. That was you. I get you both. So your dad likes Natty Ice. What about you, Beer Joe? Do you like Natty Ice?
I like Natty Ice.
Yeah, I got one in my hand right now. Natty Ice.
Wow. That's cool. So I was in Medford. I was in Medford this weekend, Beer Joe.
Yeah, great spot.
Yeah, I was at the Great American Beer Hall. Have you been there?
Yeah, great spot.
Yeah, my buddy owns it.
Oh wow, yeah, amazing. Yeah, man. You know.
Yeah.
I'm looking to run up the Oklahoma drill wherever you want to do it, man.
I say we go to Tufts football field in Medford, somewhere wherever that is. And then we go over to Bob's Deli after. What do you think?
Yeah. Have you ever done the Oklahoma drill? Did you lie on your back?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Joe, to this day, if you wanted to do an Oklahoma drill, it would be difficult for me to get up off the ground, but I'd still smoke you.
Yeah, I got a few concussions. I got a bunch of CTE, but
okay.
I can get up off the ground, no problem.
All right, Joe. What'd you think of Jaylen Brown getting SGA on SGA's play?
Yeah, I just wanted to call in and really just say with the Celtics, like, this is what I've been saying. You know, I think about the Knicks versus the playoff series versus the Knicks last year in the playoffs. Like, the Celtics just got to move the ball movement and player movement. So you have the ball moving around and you have players moving around, and that's it. That's the key to the offense. The Celtics will win the championship. It's that simple.
Do you think they'll drink natural ices when they win the championship?
They'll be at Encore like the Warriors did a couple of years ago. But thanks, Joe.
All right. Bye, Beard Joe. So, Joe Ariano, your dad likes Natty Ice?
No, he actually doesn't like Natty Ice. He makes fun of people who drink it.
What's
it is cheap.
What's your dad like? What's your dad like?
What do you like, Dad?
IPA as well.
Yeah, he's an IPA. He's a snotty IPA guy.
Oh, yeah?
And Bud Select.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Bud Select.
Out on that.
Yeah, I'm more of a fruity drink guy myself, Joe. Like my Italian painkillers. I go for the caloric ones.
Kind of like a...
You're a big Appletini guy.
Yeah. Oh, what's the pink drink that everyone likes?
A Cosmo?
Aperol Spritz.
Oh, there you
Cosmos.
go.
I like those too. Aperol Spritz. I'm a big Aperol Spritz guy.
How about a margarita?
Oh, yeah. Sugar on the rim, even better. I like frozen margaritas, too.
I used to go to Chili's and drink them.
Chili's have frozen margs?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And Border Cafe.
Where's Border Cafe?
Oh, my God. You've never been to a Border Cafe?
No.
Oh,
I've never heard of it.
Bro.
Is it good?
Bottomless salsa and chips. $5 margs. Oh, the fajitas.
Is it a big showing when the fajitas come out? The plates are all
It's a big scene.
My dad wants to know if you like the Border Cafe in Harvard Square.
It's closed, but I love that one.
Oh, it's closed.
I used to get the blackened chicken there. It was so good.
Yeah. My dad wants to know when we're going to Milford.
All right, so I've given you a few dates. Last night we had a discussion, remember?
Yeah. Sharpie and the boys want to know when we're all hanging out.
June's too far away, though, right?
Yeah, June's too far away. We gotta make it this month or next. My dad's making homemade Easter pizza, and he wants to have a slice.
Easter pizza? What's Easter pizza? Is it Peeps on pizza?
All right, Joe, here it is. No, it's an Italian tradition with some unique cold cuts. We make a tray. It looks like a rectangular blueberry pie. It weighs about 10 pounds. It's got more fat and salt than you can ever imagine, and it's cold cut cheese, egg, heaven, bite after bite. Eat it cold.
I'm in.
It's the best food that I eat every year.
Mr. Ariano, I have never been disappointed by you or your son, except for your son's sports takes.
So the bar is high. I will make sure that Joe brings you in a piece. I won't be offended if you don't like it, but it's a delicacy times 1,000. I'll give you back to Joe.
All right, Joe. It's 10 o'clock. We have to go.
Just let Dawson know I'm back in on Baylor-Shire, and I'm taking Hauser's minutes. That's what I got to leave on.
All right, Joe.
All right, be good, Joe. Be good, guys.
You be good.
Well, we both know I'm not going to be good.
That's why I'm saying it. So, have a good night.
Right.
Bye-bye. Beer Joe and Joe at the same time.
It's a lot of Joes.
There's a lot going on there.
A lot of Joes.
I wonder how everyone liked that.
Only on the Joe Show.
Like, was someone pissed that they had to hear that just now? Whenever I ask Beer Joe a question, he avoids it.
He's a giggler. He's a big-time giggler.
I'm always like, hey, Joe, what do you think about the Celtics? And he's always like,
he's a big fan of the pregnant pause as well.
I just wanted to call and just wish Skaz, And
I appreciate the sentiment.
My thoughts on the Celtics, though, is that he wants to do the Oklahoma drill.
He seems really fixated on the Oklahoma drill.
I almost feel like just doing it to, hit somebody.
You don't want to hit Beer Joe.
I don't want to hit Beer Joe, but
it almost seems like he wants to be hit, though.
Exactly. That was my whole point.
Beer Joe is almost asking for it.
He's like, is it rage bait? What is that?
It's like Tom and Jerry.
Slow baiting.
He wants to be caught.
Or the coyote.
Yes.
Right? All right. Hey, this hour of the sports has been brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra out-there oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. The official oil change of busy people. Coming up next, it's the Murray's Musings. Is it Smelly? or is it suspect? We'll have that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Coleman.
from Roman Anthony, 2 off the bench from Marcelo Meyer and Ceddanne Rafaela. The go-ahead RBI single in this one. They're off tomorrow. They'll send Sonny Gray to the mound on Saturday. And France defeated Brazil today 2-1 in the friendly at Gillette Stadium. Kylian Mbappe had a goal in this one. And at the NCAA tournament, Purdue has advanced past Texas. Iowa upset Nebraska. Right now, Arkansas, Arizona just underway. And in the other game tonight, Houston is in action as well against Illinois. And BC, Boston College basketball, has hired Luke Murray, an assistant at UConn under Dan Hurley. He's also the son of actor Bill Murray. Headlines, they are brought to you by our good friends over at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off an extra oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
This is what happens when analysts take over the game, take over the sport.
This is where you talk sports.
It happens all the time.
The Sports Hub.
You want a random take? Murray's got all sorts on stuff in the world unrelated to sports. So sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
Massachusetts man is suing DraftKings and FanDuel, claiming that the apps are engineered to exploit addicts. You think they'll have a chance in courts, guess?
I would lean no.
And they have all those disclaimers and everything, right? But it's kind of your own fault, right? You're the one who set up your bank account. So I thought that one was kind of funny today. Did you hear that Craig Breslow and Chaim Bloom worked out the Sonny Gray and Wilson Contreras trades while they were at their parents? They spend many hours on the field, and they were discussing work, and that's how they came up with the trade. Just two dads talking and watching and dealing.
Working.
Yeah. Chad Johnson's in town. Football player, Ocho. He's at Maggiano's. Great place. One time went to a graduation party with all you can eat.
What do you think he's doing in town?
Well, I know he's doing something with Card Vault.
Big soccer guy, too. I
think that's actually what it might be. Yeah. But I know he's our buddy Matty V. He's breaking some cards with him.
Right?
Matt from Providence, exactly. I haven't busted his balls on that in a while. Maybe I should. He's in town. I mentioned Drake Mays at the game. I was wondering about his arm earlier today. We already did the oink oink from earlier. Oh, did you see Jordan Hicks today?
He sucks, huh? At least he's consistent.
At least he is consistent.
For those that didn't see, 2/3 of an inning pitch, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks.
Yep. So, should we start in the Caribbean or on the Cape and Islands?
Ooh, let's start close to home, Joe.
Okay. If you've been paying any attention to the show, in any of the crossovers with myself and Mike Felger, you know, whenever I bring up Nantucket to Mike Felger, he's always like, "Ooh, rich guy, blah." Well, I don't know what else to tell you, bud. But this is now the 4th or 5th time this has happened in the last 5 years. And I need to get more on it. I only have a couple blurbs on here, so I need to get more on this. But we mentioned the place in Nantucket that has sold multiple lottery tickets, and recently was the 4th time someone has won. And I asked, is it smelly or is it suspect? And I will tell you again, someone just hit a $2 million Powerball ticket at, you guessed it, the luckiest place in Massachusetts, the Old South Diner on Nantucket. It's the 5th $1 million prize sold at the diner over the past 2 years.
Sounds like we need to catch the ferry, Joe.
I think it might just be worth the chance, right?
Just go buy some tickets. When's Mike going over there
My
next?
thing is this, though. Have we already lost our... Now that it's hit 5 times.
I mean, after 2, you would think that it would have maxed out. But 5, I mean, might as well keep trying. Something is certainly in the water over there.
Something's in the water.
The rich get richer, Joe.
So I ask again. Let's play the game again. And I would like our chat to get in on this one. Our chat, our great chat listeners, like Brian Griffin and Matt, in effect. And who else is in here? Sir Droids and Joe and Alexander Brown and Derp and Vaughn and all you people. Is it suspect or is it smelly that 5 times? 5 times! 5 times! 5 times!
Not 1, not 2. I think that's suspect and smelly, Joe.
I think it stinks.
Reeks. Low tide.
What's going on over there? No, what's up? What's up? I'm jealous, by the way.
Very.
I've never been to Nantucket. I go to the Cape all the time. It's probably because we can't afford it, right?
Can't even get there. Never mind buy the tickets.
Has Dawson been to Nantucket before?
No.
How do I get to Nantucket? I drive to somewhere and it takes my car on a boat?
Yeah, just follow Mike. He's got the express pass, I'm sure.
I'm sure he would invite us.
Oh, of course.
I'd wear green everything. I'd be gooing it up.
It's a lot of goo on the island, Joe.
We can go to...
they already have enough water issues over there. I don't know if you want your goo seeping into the water, too. All that...
So is it suspect or smelly? How does this happen? There's got to be a deep, full-fledged investigation or a Netflix documentary on this, right?
This is like the McMillions all over again. Someone is gaining the system here, it feels like. Allegedly, of course. All allegedly. You tell me. You look at it, Joe. I mean, 5 winners on one happy island, a little... Yeah.
Never been there. I have nothing to do.
Boots on the ground.
Is there any card shows on Nantucket? Could I start my own?
Expensive card show.
Could I call the Old South Diner and be like, hey, I want to do a trade show there?
Where do they usually do 2 to 6? Don't they have a spot out there?
Yeah, they have, I know it.
Yeah.
Fairgrounds. Pudley's Pub, it's called.
There it is.
Pudley's.
Let's set up there.
In. I'm Joe Murray reporting live from Nantucket at the Old South Diner, where 5 times winners have won the lottery. I am going to cash my ticket, and I will let you know the results. And then it's just going to be me leaving Nantucket on a boat, losing my money.
I mean, we talked about Bob Woodward earlier. We need some investigative journalism, Joe. The latest Woodward and Bernstein. Maybe it's Joe and Joe. We send you and Street Team Joe.
Oh,
boots on the ground.
Me and Joe in Nantucket?
Yes.
I'm going to tell him to ask his dad for money. Hey, have your dad maybe slip you a hundo. What do you think a hundo does in Nantucket? Oh, you could go to the pub. Oh, you can't stay anywhere, though.
No.
Maybe I could stay in my car on the boat. So anyways, I'm going to bring this back up tomorrow.
Please.
I'm on with Zoe, and I'm kind of curious.
I'd like his thoughts.
He goes there a lot, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Does he hang with Portnoy?
That I don't know.
Okay. Well, this, of course, from the New York Post, guys. Cocaine-fueled sharks are on the prowl in the Caribbean. Scientists blame partying tourists. So we've seen the cocaine bear. What about the cocaine shark?
I mean, we got Sharknado. Is that a cousin of the cocaine shark?
So there's an emerging concern that the cocaine is contaminating the water. And it's troubling to sharkotics.
Sharkotics. 28
sharks spanning 3 species tested positive for drugs, the most common of which was caffeine. This was followed by...
I mean, who doesn't need a little caffeine, you know?
Yeah, painkillers, Tylenol, and Voltaren.
Not a bad mix.
28 sharks. Reportedly, this is the first time a cocaine has been detected in sharks in the Bahamas. They found many trace amounts back from Brazil.
Always passing the buck.
The first instances of the critters testing positive for caffeine anywhere on Earth.
We're calling sharks critters now. It seems lenient.
Drug-addled predators.
You getting in the water in the Caribbean, Joe?
I mean, I feel
Some
like
cocaine sharks?
I feel like I would have to.
You would have to.
Yeah. Dude, a shark on cocaine?
I'd watch that movie.
How fast?
Yeah, I mean,
Remember,
you're not.
Who was it?
away.
Michael Phelps versus shark? Was that a couple
It
years
feels
ago?
like something that may have happened. I feel like our guy Chad Ochocinco raced a horse or something at one point. They were all Animal Planet kind of stunts.
Oh, here's my next thing. Dawson, you can get it on this too. Skaz, how do you feel about a truffle fry?
I think they've been overdone at this point, but if you get a good one, they're fine. I wouldn't pick it over a regular fry, but they're fine.
Dawson, you like truffle fries?
I do, but I'm on the same wavelength as Skaz. Regular fry. But every once in a while, it's good to switch it up if they have it.
Yesterday, I did an investigation. I went to lunch with Hooch.
I mean, there's a duo right there. You need a buddy cop movie.
Well, we're going clamming this summer.
Oh, I would. That needs to be videotaped.
Well, I'm not going to go actually in the clam.
Why not?
Wait, no, I just want to eat the fried clam.
Put the waders on. Get out there.
You know what?
I want to see that video.
I'm in on that.
That's a content idea.
Well, we had lunch yesterday at a place called Barmore. It was fantastic. It was a place in Newton Center, and we split a flatbread.
Romantic.
Got chicken fingers with many dipping sauces, and we ordered truffle fries.
Okay.
We investigated. So,
what do you mean you investigated?
I don't think we need truffle fries anymore. I prefer a French fry. Sometimes the truffle ain't right. They're not using the oil. Sometimes
it's not really truffle.
Sometimes it's feta.
Yeah.
So I'm not out on truffle fries. Wicked overrated. A truffle fry is actually a nuisance. And you know what? It stinks.
Might be your strongest take of the night.
And it's smelly. And you know what? Give me a steak fry. What is your favorite fry? Crinkle, regular?
I mean, I like a McDonald's, like the regular McDonald's shoelace, whatever it is. Those are great. I like a waffle is good.
Oh, I love a waffle fry.
I like a good crinkle cut.
Oh, crinkles.
Steak fry is a little too thick for me. I feel like you get an uneven cook sometimes on those.
Love steak fries. The only thing is they're not good cold.
Yeah, no.
Once they're like, and you can't reheat them.
I like the fries that almost have like the oil crunchy kind of, breading on them. Those are the best. You get those at like a bar or something.
Yeah.
Those are great.
You like fries, Dawson?
I do. Hot take.
Who's got the best fries out in your way, North Shore?
Ooh. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'll have to think.
What about you, Scaz?
Where's intern Mark when you need him?
Where is he?
He actually reached out. He needs a letter of recommendation from
great.
us. So,
Anytime, Mark.
That's what I told him. I told him we'll get those to him.
Make sure you get your spelling right.
Yeah. Well, luckily we'll be doing the spelling on those. Buddies off the Rotary there, and it might be Lakeville or Middleborough had pretty good fries. I'm trying to. Now that I'm in Bellingham area, I don't know the area as well anymore. I'm getting adjusted. Bellingham House of Pizza, fine fries.
I think Five Guys has an incredible fry.
You like the Cajun fry?
Well, I like the regular, but Shrieking Joe brought me the Cajun fries one day, and I was in. A good curly fry?
Love a good curly fry.
What about the, stringy?
Those are okay. You a smiley fry guy?
You know what I meant?
Yeah, I know what you meant.
I like Dino Nuggies versus regular. I mean,
They're
it's
all
the same to me, right?
Yeah.
But a French fry is not.
No, I would agree with that. Get some bad French fries.
I've had bad French fries before. How can you screw up a French fry?
It's a great question.
How do you screw up a French fry?
Do you like a thick or a thin onion ring, Joe? Now we're getting deep into it.
All right. I love myself an onion ring tower. You ever had an onion ring tower?
Yep.
Start big and thick. and then work your way down.
Yeah, see, I like them thin. I don't
so
like
you would like the top.
Yeah, sure. Yes. A bloomin' onion, too. That's
the bloomin' onion I love, but dude, you want the heartburn.
Oh. You just feel like a bloomin' onion afterwards.
Yes, and I want to drink milk. Even though I don't get heartburn that much anymore because I like Burger King, but their fries I'm not really a high on. Wendy's is pretty good. Who am I missing? Wendy's, McDonald's.
Chick-fil-A's got the waffle. You like the waffle?
I like the waffle. The only thing I don't like about the waffle, it's deceptive by how many you have.
Yeah, never as many as you think. Never as many as you think.
Jay wants to tell you something, Skaz.
No, please.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, Skaz. I'm in the Bellingham area myself, and I live close to the Woonsocket line. Now,
so do I believe.
Yeah, there's a taco spot. It's called Tacos Don Nachos. It's a family that makes it all right there. It's like a taco stand, cheap, but it's the best tacos you can get. Not to mention there's a Popeyes on that line too. So it's like if you want a chicken sandwich, the Popeyes and the Tacos Don Nachos, phenomenal. And I would put the Woonsocket McDonald's over most, in my opinion.
I like that. I've definitely driven. It's like a small little place just kind of right out. It's like near a Shell, right? Oh, he's gone. But yeah, I think I know exactly where that is. Tacos Don Nacho. I'm going to have to check it out.
Tacos Don Nacho.
In on that.
And it's a food truck.
Local recommendation in.
How do you feel about a scallion pancake?
I'm not a big scallion guy.
Even though it kind of is like a potato?
It's potato adjacent, directionally correct, but no, I'm out. I'm out on the scallion pancake.
Joe.
Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard. That's more our style. We don't have the Felger money for Nantucket. Try Martha's Vineyard.
I've never been to Martha's.
It's way better, cheaper, better hangout, better food too.
Where do I go?
Falmouth, same thing. You can go to Falmouth, go right to Oak Bluffs. It's dynamite. You'll love it.
I've been to Oak Bluffs and all those restaurants over there where the boat goes.
Did you like it or no?
Yeah, I went to the Cove. Where did I go there? Yeah,
that sounds right.
Restaurants are pretty good over there, I got to admit.
Yeah.
But what's the real difference between Nantucket and Martha's?
The price point, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, because like the Cape, I feel like sometimes the beginning of Cape Cod and the end of Cape Cod is much different than the pricing in the middle of Cape Cod.
1,000%.
Like
1,000%.
Like Hyannis and Barnstable and Weymouth and Dennett, right? A little bit.
It's all the regular stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you go to Howich and it's like things are different, right?
Oh my God! Yeah.
Chatham.
That's at another 100. Yeah.
Even Mashpee's got like its own old Seaberry and all that.
Yeah, they got the Mashpee Commons.
Yeah, but I do like Sandwich though.
Yeah, good sandwiches.
My buddy owns Fisherman's View over there. It's very good.
Really?
Been there?
Yeah, right on the water there, right on the canal.
The great bar.
It's dynamite.
Yeah, they got
what a view too.
Yep, my buddy Rob, he's the fisherman there, and they got a great bar and they play live music in the summer.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
You may see me there. Maybe you'll see me there this summer.
Yeah, great to talk to you, Joe. You're the best.
You're the best.
All right, bye.
Bye. No, you're the best. Some good Cape Cod right there.
Hey, we're getting a lot of good advice tonight, Joe.
So, Nantucket's expensive. Martha's is not.
More our speed.
I feel like Martha's is expensive.
I'm going to have to agree with that as well.
We haven't been there, right?
I mean, I think high school sports I probably did Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket, but that's it.
I don't think I've ever done it.
Not of my own volition.
If I did it, I went as a kid and I don't remember. And it is true. Anything after Dennisport, like you go to Chatham. I went to a farmer's market in Chatham and it was like a beautiful little you'd call it like a flea market. No, they call it a farm stand or something to that degree. It was very nice. You know the area there, Dawson? Oh, all right. Marblehead's very nice too. You have to get through Lynn to get to Swampscott to get to Marblehead. You got to go over there, Scaz, someday.
That's a hike.
Maybe you can go by boat.
Yeah. It takes a long way.
You know? No, for real, though, Marblehead's really nice.
I went to a wedding there not too long ago. Very nice.
It's Devereaux Beach I really like. I'm sure you can tell me the others. What's that little ice cream joint downtown there?
In Marblehead?
Is it
Terry's? Terry's with the warm cookie dough.
Oh.
I mean, now you guys are just inside baseball right now.
Hit up a little Volo Detroit style on the way back. All right, we got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray. That's Musings tonight.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
France defeated Brazil 2-1. The Celtics beat the defending champions, ending their winning streak of 12 games last night. And the Bruins have 40 wins, and are in a playoff spot. And things are going very well. Very well. And we just discussed French fries, and I think we should mention Shake Shack. Very good. What else? Anything else going on? Oh, Tom Brady wanted to potentially come back and be an owner. Did you hear that story? Making me think. Would he have been the Raiders quarterback? Or did he want to own the Raiders but be play for somebody else? What this is ridiculous now. I love Tom Brady, but he's been nothing but cringe since the Super Bowl. I got no dog in the fight. And now he's crapping on WWE wrestlers. I don't like this, guys. I don't like this Brady.
I'm with you, Joe. You don't have to have a comment on everything, take on everything. Just go away for a little bit. I think that would... The best thing you can do sometimes to make people want you is to go away.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like I should use that in my own life sometimes, guys. just sometimes you can't be so accessible. As we take calls here on 98.5 The Sports. All right, should we go to truffle fries or a recommendation?
Always like a good rec.
All right, let's talk to Mark. He's in Jamaica Plain. What's up, Mark?
Hey, how you doing, Joe? Skaz, the Galley Beach restaurant, Nantucket. I have not been yet, but my daughter bartends there, and her bestie is a chef there, and they worked there last year, and
it looks beautiful.
It's good enough for a certain coach with the initials BB.
Yeah.
And his young partner.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it looks amazing. It also looks out of our price range.
Yeah. No, dude, I saw some of the tabs that I was just like, that's crazy. They're going to be back there this summer. So if you make your way to Nantucket.
Are you from Jamaica Plain or you just live there?
I've been in JP. I'm from Lynn, but I've been in JP just a little bit more than...
I'm from your area, but live in Peabody now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, my folks, my grandparents were in Peabody. The whole leather industry, Pelletier, leather workers.
Yeah, all up there. Yeah. Well, what's better, JP or Lynn?
Oh, dude, I think because of my personality, JP works out better for me because I like all the different flavors that you get here. During the baseball classic, the strip here was going nuts. Like all the restaurants were packed.
Yeah.
Like, watching all the games, it was like.
Do you ever go to Costello's or the Midway or?
Oh, of course, I've played music. Well, my band plays at the Midway. We've been playing there for 13 years.
All right, well, shut your band out while we're at it.
Oh, well, it's the Mystical Misfits. We play Grateful Dead music.
Oh, of course you. Oh, of course you do.
Tell Fred Toucher to suck it.
Oh, can you save that one? Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Might want to save that one. Tell Fred Toucher, suck it. I'll make sure to pass the message along. I'll see him tomorrow morning.
Go watch a little Dead cover, Joe. Why not? Have a couple extracurriculars beforehand. Get in the right mindset.
Bring you to JP.
Oh, yeah.
We'd go straight to Costello's. We'd go across the street to the Galway. And then, or we'd go to the Milky Way to watch the show. Then we'll get food at the Galway and get ice cream at JP Licks.
Sounds like a wonderful evening.
I already got it planned out. We could park in the Costello's parking lot, too. Noah is in Arlington. Noah.
What's up, guys?
Yo.
Just, do you guys know how truffles are found? No. This is why I think they're disgusting.
Okay, tell me.
You don't know how they're found? So they take male pigs out into the woods. Truffles are buried typically under like wood stuff, whatever, and stuff in the woods. And truffles smell like a female pig in heat, which is how they find truffles.
I'm out. I don't know if I wanted to know that. Can we erase that from our memories?
Tell Fred Toucher to suck it.
Yeah, I will. Gotta tell him tomorrow morning. John is in Bridgewater. Hey, John.
Yeah, well, I was going to say you were on the point about truffle fries suck, but did no love a tater tots?
Love a tater tot.
Yeah, the best.
Do you ever had a big tater tot?
A baked potato tot?
No, like a bigger tot than your little tot.
Yeah, well, mashed potato tot.
Well, no.
Well, we're getting into different foods here.
Yeah, okay, so a tater tot would be considered a small potato, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bigger tot that's not a baked potato?
I think so, but we could be...
I like to stuff my tots. With
cheese,
exactly.
like a loaded potato, like a
loaded potato, but there's no skin. It's crispy on the outside, like a tot.
Exactly.
Yes.
Good. Great. Wonderful.
What other potatoes are we missing here? Gnocchis?
No, boo on the gnocchis.
Trying to think, what else haven't we hit on when it comes to the potato?
Not a pot sticker.
No, pasta. No, that's a dumpling, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's good stuff.
He doesn't like the gnocchi. He's out.
Yeah, nobody likes a gnocchi.
No, I love
gnocchi. It's just a dry, chewy, gross.
I disagree, sir.
Yeah, the best. Yeah, the best.
We could just play hits from the show tonight, like tomorrow night. No, who's in tomorrow? What is going on tomorrow?
Celtics and Matt McCarthy will be here.
Matt McCarthy's in. He's going to share his little footsies night?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Mr. Soccer.
Did Bruce Springsteen like soccer?
How the hell would I know the answer to that question? Not a Bruce guy.
Not either. He still hasn't gone to the bathroom yet. There was a lot of ass. There was a lot of ass. Who were you talking about that night? There was a lot of ass.
Your guess is as good as mine.
No. It was Bad Bunny.
It was Bad Bunny, yes.
Felger thought it was the other thing.
Yes, a lot of penis, I believe he was saying.
I saw more ass than anything on that show.
I was pretty fixated on Jessica Alba myself, but yes. Some people notice different things, Joe.
Even Ricky Martin.
Yes. Shout out Ricky.
She bangs.
She moves.
What is the word line? Like a flower, but she stings like a bee. Like every girl in history.
Inside, outside.
Yeah, upside, inside out. She's
living la vida loca.
Dawson has no clue. All right, well, Dawson's going to get us caught up, right? Going to tell us everything that's happening in the sports world. Here is Dawson Dabari, Triple D, next here on Sports Hub Headlines.
Sports Hub Headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
The Red Sox opened their 2026 season with a 3-0 win over the Cincinnati Reds in Cincinnati. Roman Anthony went 3 for 4 with a walk. Marcelo Meyer with
Tough. It was either Herbie there, or Oink Oink. Are you realizing that The Sopranos was actually shot in slow-mo? It was not you remembering it being in slow-mo. I also enjoyed Beer Joe's call because I never know what Beer Joe is going to say, and I'm not sure he knows what he's going to say half the time.
And then there was French fry talk.
Good French fry talk.
I don't mean for the... Sometimes people are like, man, you talk too much food, do other things too much. I don't want to do it. You guys do it. It's you. Why do we start talking about French fries anyways? Oh, truffle fries. I did an investigation. That is my fault. I'm on TikTok, everybody, at Joey Murr, I think. Joeymurr. I did my investigation. Go listen to my video there. I just thought I'd bring it to the court. The court. The court. Anyways, all right. I am on with Zoe and Tim McCone tomorrow. Skaz is on with Matt McCarthy tomorrow. Talk to you guys at 10 a.m. This hour of the Sports Hub is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15%.